and I waited for some things and I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah. So it just goes to show that waiting for things is like worth it. But there's a lot of bad things in this world, dude. Like skunks, dude. Hell no. Scratching your eye, but it's still itchy, dude. Hell no. The Cubs, dude. Hell no. Like getting paid, not a lot of money, dude, for working. Hell no. But banana bread and work, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Banana bread, bro. Hell work, dude. Hell yeah.
Good morning and happy Friday to those who celebrate, dude. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. You're going to want to get your weekend started at Keg and Bottle or kegandbottle.com. We are going to welcome in ABC Distribution, which includes Carlsbad Brewing. Like, we're going to be sipping on some brews, dude.
I like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah, dude! Beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, dude! Hell yeah, dude!
Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. That's where you can pick up any of the things we will be sampling today. And Tony Kanja coming in, and he said there's going to be beer, lots of beer, and more beer.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
We also have those Chris Stapleton tickets. We'll tell you how to win those today. We also have Oceana Coastal Kitchen.
Golly.
That's a place that's close to my heart, right at the Catamaran Resort Hotel and Spa. That's walk down the beach from my house in PB. I love that place. In fact, last weekend I was there having breakfast. So you're going to get a $50 gift card.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, pancakes at Oceana Coastal Kitchen, dude. Hell yeah. By the way, also, we're celebrating a Padres win.
Yes. Yeah. And
What else?
Uno de Marzo.
Yeah. So for anybody who walks by our studio today or anybody who's going to be looking at the stream, by the way, if you stream the show on YouTube, just open the free iHeartRadio app as well and just go ahead and keep that running while you're watching the stream also. It'll help our numbers. But
we need that.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people here today.
Yeah, this skull pinata, this pink skull pinata, which what are we calling it again? It's Sculpha?
No, I don't think we can call it that.
No, I put
No,
you
didn't say it.
I didn't say anything. I said it's Sculpha.
Okay.
Well, now we don't have a delay.
But then it's king. It's two words.
Or it could just be the trash pinata.
Or the trash pinata. That thing was on its way out to the trash. That is easily the most beautiful pinata we've ever had in this studio, and we've had multiple.
Easily the largest.
Oh, yeah.
Why was that large of a pinata purchased and then not used?
Dude, these are questions we don't know the answers to, but we need not the answers. All we need to do is thank our maker for guiding us on the path to find Sculpha.
So it's held up to the ceiling right now with zip ties and a pulley. Go ahead and take it off the rope and feel the weight of that bad boy.
Hang on, here we go.
Yeah,
Whoa, already I can feel the tension, dude.
that thing has got some. That thing's got some heft.
Okay.
Honestly, that's probably 25 pounds.
That is easily. I was going to say 30, but 25,
right.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
We're right there. Like, I have a 5-year-old who that would contend with.
There's about $150 worth of candy in it.
We bought so much candy. There's scratchers. There might be condoms in there. We're not even sure.
So we have some special guests coming in on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. One of those special guests is our new boss.
Yeah. So we I shouldn't say we had nothing to do with it. Although I'm gonna credit us.
Right.
We hired Taylor Jukes,
That's right.
Senior Vice President of Programming of the iHeart San Diego cluster. Mm-hmm. She's going to be overseeing all of the stations here at iHeart. So we're going to welcome her on the show in the 8 o'clock hour. As mentioned, we're going to be drinking some brews. We set up the full bar cart over there. We're going to be purchasing mixers from the vending machine.
See what we can come up with.
We're going to have an ice bucket. We're going to have a bartender come in from promotions. Jeff Allen.
I feel like he said no.
He did say no.
He did say no.
Tina, his wife, said maybe.
Yeah. She did say that.
She'll convince him.
You think?
Yeah. Well, or not.
I don't think so.
Either that or
he won't even stop by.
Fletch might be tending bar today.
Yeah, he might.
And also running the show.
Can Steve Jeffries tend bar?
Oh, actually, yeah. Steve Jeffries is in town as well. One of our friends from Arizona in the iHeart family, also Gene Romano, is going to be around. Another one of our friends from iHeart National. Yeah. So it's a busy day here at Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Taylor Jukes, we need to get to know her. We'll probably have to do some rapid fire with her. I got
to charge my computer. Hang on.
Okay. Oh, got it. You need power to make this work. So a lot happening today as we try to lay all this out. But yeah, man, how about them Padres? They're on fire, man. They're on fire. We need one more to call it a streak. Is that correct, Fletch?
How many have they won?
2.
No, it's spring training. You don't get streaks in spring training. However, I would like to go through the name of the people playing yesterday and see how many you recognize.
Okay.
Because there's not many that I did. And maybe I'm just Jackson Merrill. We recognize him.
Farrell Merrill.
He was playing center field. He got subbed out he got 3 at-bats in the game.
Hold on real quick. Do you think we should get some sort of feral cat sound every time we say Jackson Merrill?
I think you should just make it with your mouth.
That's
How about this? Isolate this.
Hang on.
Okay. We'll do our best feral cat. All right,
we got it.
So now we have it. So every time we say Farrell Merrill, we're gonna have a sound FX to play for everybody.
Man, oh man. Thank goodness. But sorry, I didn't mean to stop you on your list of players we have or have not heard of yet.
Okay, well, first up on the list, Jackson Merrill.
That's Jackson Farrell Merrill for those playing at home.
Second up, Tyler Wade.
Sure.
Yeah, Tyler Wade. I feel like I may have gone to school with Tyler Wade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I pray that's the case. And I hope he's just like you.
Yeah,
like
he's 44 years old and he graduated from Beaumont High School in 1997.
44 years old.
Kevin Plawecki.
He wears like the goggle glasses. And the clubhouse is just so annoyed because he's constantly talking about, I honestly think that Star Trek was superior to Star Wars in almost every way.
Kevin Plawecki, anyone?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Kevin Plawecki?
He's a catcher, like 5th string.
He taught English in my sophomore year.
Mr. Plawecki.
Probably the coolest name in the entire Padres organization. Homer Bush Jr.
Dude,
he's 6'3", 200 pounds, is 22 years old, bats right, throws right, from Grapevine, Texas. His name is Homer Bush Jr.
Wait, how do you spell Bush?
B-U-S-H.
Okay,
just like W.
I don't know if it was like Bush.
Wow.
Homer Bush Jr.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he makes the roster, and you have Farrell Merrill and Homer Bush in the backfield or in the outfield.
This is gonna be the best season ever.
Oh my god! It's all coming together.
Homer Bush Jr. doesn't even need a nickname.
No, yeah, good point.
Bush,
Homer Doe Bush. Yeah. So look, the answer is no. We don't know who any of these people are.
Hold on. You only named like 5.
Oh, true.
There's a lot more.
Well, I didn't know if maybe that was all they had.
Nathan Martorella, dude loves figs.
Wait.
Yeah,
no doubt.
It's an Italian thing.
Mm-hmm.
We've discussed that many times.
Bats left, throws left from Monterey, California, 6'1", 224 pounds, 23 years old.
Okay.
How did any of them do?
I mean, they won the game. I think a lot of that was they had back-to-back doubles at one point from Luis Campusano and Kyle Higgy, the 2 catchers who are going to be spending some time up at the big leagues. But I think that's the one thing you could take away from yesterday's game. Like, yeah, Pedro Avila looked good. He threw 3 innings. You're going to rely on him in some faculty this season. But the 2 catchers with the back-to-back doubles, both of them good contact, I think that's what you're looking for right now because that is a position where you have not had offensive production in years.
Can we call the Piñata King Sculfa?
No,
Why?
because that's so close to being like a disaster.
No, we just
And
won't.
as soon as there's any sort of beer in your system, you're just gonna forget the space.
No, but I'm saying
But it's reversed.
But it's reversed. It's King Sculfa.
I
And
don't-
nobody will put it together. Oh my god. I have
It
to
does sound like two cats fighting.
I am slap happy. I did not sleep very much last night.
I didn't get to bed till
Yeah, how was your guys'
midnight.
event that I didn't get to go to?
You know what? I wish you were there.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
seriously.
fun.
Yeah, you should have just stopped by.
Yeah.
We
I was
ordered.
playing 007 on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. We did see you showing pictures of that. However, check this out.
Yo.
Rich ordered a bunch of food, bunch of beer, and then we skated out before they brought the bill, so Brian Wilson had to pay for it.
Nice, dude.
It was all a part of my plan. I was just like, look, we're at a station event. Okay.
Right.
We filled the place. I mean, everybody was there. It was great. It was a packed house. And then all of a sudden, the wedding thing that we were doing is over.
Mhm.
So we go to the front to take some pictures. I'm like, I'm just loitering up here because I know what's going to happen over there.
That's right.
Somebody's going to bring a tab.
That's right.
And there's two guys over there with wallets and credit cards.
Mhm.
And so they took care of it.
Yeah.
That's on you.
So that worked.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Look, I know we're not supposed to say that spring training doesn't count, but it does feel good when they string together 2 wins, even
Okay.
though it's spring training and it's guys who probably won't be on the team. And I get it. I get all the things. I understand all of the things.
They were also playing against the A's.
Yeah.
Again, understand all of the things, but I will take the wins just as a feel good because there wasn't a lot of it last year.
I'm going to say this. And by the way, we have the most hysterical sound from the NFL Combine that
Oh
you're
my
going to
God.
hear in just a few minutes. I mean, one of the funniest quotes from anybody. Well, actually, no, I'm not even sure. Some of the audience will probably agree with this man. His name's Tyler Owens. If you haven't heard this yet, you are going to absolutely love what you hear next. We'll play that sound for you. But yeah, in terms of spring training, it doesn't matter until it does, right? It doesn't matter until a pitcher hurts himself. It doesn't matter until you have a Fernando Tatis Jr. who tears the cover off the baseball for a spring, and you say, well, he's undeniable. Like, he needs to be on the major league roster. You have guys in the clubhouse begging management to bring him up to the major league roster to avoid, so what? You lose a year on his arbitration, but like, you got to get him up because we need him. Like, it doesn't matter until ... And we've seen this so many times with the Padres, but with 29 other clubs out there. So it can matter. It just hasn't quite yet for the Padres, or maybe it will at some point. We'll see.
Are we not doing halftime?
Oh, sorry.
I felt like that was right up to halfie.
So I was looking at different things on here. Is that what we want to do? Do you want to do halftime?
Yeah, let's do a halfie.
Is that
and then,
the-
yeah, because I really want to get to Tyler Owens.
Yeah. We'll
It's
get to
some of my favorite.
All right. Yeah. Just real quick with a Farrell Merrill drop.
Is Farrell Merrill in studio?
It sounds like he is. I mean, if he's not, he's nearby.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, we just did the big Padres update. They won 5-3. Pedro Avila throws 3 innings. A lot of people really excited for him. Campy and Higgy both had doubles in the win. Aztecs Hoops, they got the weekend off, which means I have the weekend off. Bar Car Friday about to be lit, yo. Next week, they wrap up the regular season with a road game Tuesday. UNLV home game, or UNLV is the road game. Home game Friday night. That's Boise State. That's finishing up the league year. At that Boise State game, by the way, we're going to have tickets to give away, but very special pregame. Uncle Teddy Leitner leading. I believe that we will win. 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 It's also senior night, so like your last chance to see Jaden Ledee at Viejas Arena.
Wow.
Special moment. I watched a big NCAA March Madness promo last night. Guess who was highlighted pretty much more than anyone? Jaden Ledee.
He's a walking highlight reel. I don't blame them. That is good for the sport.
And aesthetically, he's just huge.
Yeah, he's yoked.
Yeah, he looks
Right.
different. NBA, we had a finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the finals, Nuggets win 103-97. Warriors win 110-99 over the Knicks. Warriors all of a sudden on fire ever since Draymond Green came back, and Lakers win 134-131 in overtime over the Wizards. NFL Vikings telling running back Alexander Mattison he is going to be cut. So Kevin O'Connell is ruthless out there in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, listen, apparently a lot of his locker room loves him. The NFLPA player survey that came out said that head coach in Minnesota, not a problem. Not a problem. So
I think it was an A+, wasn't it?
yeah. So even though, look, it's a ruthless, really, really sucks getting cut. It only happened to me once in my entire career.
Stupid Belichick.
Dude, what an idiot.
Dumbass.
Dumb.
Bill
move.
Belichick, what did he do after I left?
Right. He's not working now. I can guarantee you that.
No. He went to 4 Super Bowls. He won 3. But the point is, I think the point is, like, has he made better decisions? I contend yes. Thank you. Moving right along. So I'm sure Bill Belichick is interested in this safety out of Texas Tech, Tyler Owens, who is expected, I don't believe he's ran yet, but expected to run a 4.29. Okay. This guy is crazy fast.
Is that good?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it's good. But then look, like the combine goes, Indianapolis, there's a lot of media access, a lot of people talking to these athletes, trying to pick their brains, have the 30 seconds to a minute with them to just ask them a question, just get inside their head for a second, figure out what their makeup is.
Right.
It's
Like we're going to do with Taylor Jukes.
exactly right. Rapid fire.
Right.
And so here goes Tyler Owens answering, I don't know even what the question was.
I don't even care.
But just listen to this answer.
Oh, wait, is that the wrong audio?
No, it's the right audio. The problem is there's a lot of people talking in the background, so I'm going to paraphrase for Tyler Owens.
There was one we listened to yesterday where it wasn't like that.
Toward the end of this clip, I believe the interviewer asks him a follow-up, and maybe people walk away from it. It's a little cleaner at the end, but basically he said, look, I'm a religious man. I don't believe in space and all that. I don't believe in other planets. I'm just one of those people who, like, I know everybody talks about how the world is heliocentric, but not me. I've been watching a lot of those flat earth videos.
Yeah.
And there's some facts, man. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
So that's Tyler Owens,
Okay.
safety from Texas Tech, who again did a sub 4.340 at the combine. Doesn't believe in outer space.
Does he ever just look up at night?
Well, see, see, now these are follow-ups that they don't have time for at the NFL Combine. Like with the media, like if I'm a coach though, and I watch this clip that has now gone viral on the internet, I might ask a couple of follow-ups, like when we have our 10 minutes in the hotel room with them. Where I'm just like, hey, T. Owens, just quick chat. Want to talk to you about some football stuff before we get to that. An icebreaker here.
Globes.
Yeah, we're talking globes, pal.
I mean, are we sure he's wrong?
Okay. Hang on. No.
I've never been to space.
There's room for this debate, and Fletch is the perfect man for it. So Fletch,
I'll take that side. I don't believe that side, but I'll take that side.
Okay. But convince us then that this has merit in any way.
Oh, well, that's pushing it. Convince you that there could be a possible conspiracy? Sure. There's a lot of people that believe it.
That's it. That was the whole debate?
I guess. I mean,
okay, well, if you're standing out at the ocean, no, I have not. I would like to go. If you're
standing out at the ocean, you look across, it looks pretty flat to me.
It doesn't look flat to me. I can see a curvature of the earth. If you're standing at sea level, you look at the ocean, you can see curvature from one side of your peripheral vision to the other side of your peripheral vision.
I remember this is a couple years back, but you can look up the experiment on YouTube. There's this experiment you can do with like precision laser pointers, right? Where everything, I mean, you use levels, you have things heighted, you take into account like everything like flat surfaces, blah, blah, blah. And then you shine a laser light and you make room in the piece of paper or the board or the wall just only for the laser to pass through.
And I saw this.
And these boards or walls are, I don't know, they're 1,000 meters away from each other, say. I don't know. And then all of a sudden you shine this laser. And if there's no curvature of the Earth, the laser is supposed to pass right through the hole on the other side because obviously it's a flat Earth. You just whoop right through.
Right.
But the problem is... You see, the Earth isn't flat.
Right. Yeah.
And so all of these flat earthers went out with these like scientists to do this experiment.
They were probably so stoked.
Oh, dude, they were so stoked. They're like, finally, we can all agree on an experiment that will prove we're right.
Right.
The Earth is flat and we will have the unabashed truth moving forward. And the level of disappointment on all of their faces after this light did not pass through the hole, but the laser hit somewhere above the hole. They all looked at each other like, well,
there goes my life.
Clearly, you guys mismeasured.
I mean, if the Earth was flat, wouldn't the sun rise at the exact same time for every point on Earth?
These are minor details.
Okay, yeah, actually, now
the one time I was,
I mean, you are making a lot of sense.
Okay, all right.
I did a Half Dome hike at the end of high school. Like that was our at the end of senior year. A bunch of us did Half Dome, and on the way up, we were talking about this. We were like, so if the world's flat, we'll be able to tell because we'll be so high up in the air.
Right.
You could clearly see the curvature of everything as soon as you get to the top of Half Dome, and Half Dome's not even that high.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I love stuff like this so much because Tyler Owens. I mean, look. He's a football man. Just because he doesn't believe the same things that maybe his defensive backs coach believes or his head coach believes doesn't mean that he can't go out there and straight up ball out.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, that's a guy who is a hitting machine. He, look up his stats. I mean, he was a hell of a player at the college level. So we'll see how he does at the NFL level. I'm sure I played with a lot of guys who believed in the flat Earth.
Kyrie Irving thinks the Earth is flat.
Yeah. And, that doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
No.
It doesn't even mean that
there's other stuff he said that might lead you to believe he's a bad guy.
Right. But that's not the issue at hand.
Yeah. We're just talking about Farrell Merrill.
Love that guy.
Jackson Farrell. All right. We have plenty of show left. This is going to be a fun one. It's a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. It's also Uno de Marsa. We have a pinata.
It only comes around once a year.
Honestly, how many times you get to celebrate March 1st? The answer is once.
Right.
Every calendar year.
If you find a trash pinata, you put it to use.
You're damn right. So King Sculfa, our pinata that's hanging in studio.
We can call it that.
Can we stop?
We can say that.
You can't.
Yes, you can. That's a fine name for a trash pinata. We found it fair and square. Anyways, we have $50 gift card to Oceana Coastal Kitchen over at the Catamaran Resort. We've got those Stapleton tickets tomorrow night at Petco Park. We've got so much.
Why is it so big?
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean,
been asked that before.
That's
psych.
What would you say that? I mean, that's got to be 40 inches.
Yeah. That's a gigantic trash pinata.
Yes,
it is. Stuffed it with candy. I can't wait till we hit it and we actually find a feral cat inside.
Oh, that would be great. Wait, did we find this outside?
I'm sure. Yeah, right?
It was on its way outside when I said stop.
Where was it coming from?
Taylor Gibbs' office.
Huh.
We're going to have to get her on the phone.
Yeah, we should probably get her on the phone.
We should get her on the phone. We'll do that coming up next.
Yep.
Also, look, it was debated. It was bandied about. It was discussed. It was argued. People will be disgusted with this outcome, but it's the right outcome. We'll get to that story on the other side. But first, I want to talk to you about my feet.
Thank you.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I'm waiting 25 minutes to get here.
I was on my feet the whole night last night. TD, you saw it.
Wait, did you look over at me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see any, fatigue?
No.
Thank you.
Were you wearing your arch supports from the Good Feet store?
Right. I was wearing my arch supports. Well, you really think I'm going to go to an event without my arch supports?
I was wearing the relaxers last night. So you get 3 of them. You get the strengtheners, the maintainers, the relaxers. And depending on how your feet feel, depending on where you're at in the process, you could choose what to wear. So these are lifesavers. And the reason why we're talking about it, we were on our feet for hours and hours and hours, shaking hands, kissing babies, taking photo ops. And I went home, fell asleep, slept like a baby, woke up, and I feel great. And why? Well, it's because Good Feet arch supports take away your lower body joint pain. That's what it's done for me. No low back pain this morning. No knee pain like I used to deal with constantly. No hip pain. If you have foot or ankle pain, that will melt away with these arch supports from the Good Feet store. They've had 30 plus years of experience, 200 plus stores in the United States and overseas. Get yourself to a Good Feet store today. You can check them out at goodfeet.com. That's goodfeet.com.
Listen, we give the NFL some criticism at times. They got this one right. We'll explain next.
This update presented by Dell Technologies. We're going to start off here with the Padres. They got a win yesterday in Cactus League over the A's 5-3. Pedro Avila threw 3 innings as he's getting ready for the year. Padres catchers had a big day at the plate. Campy and Higgy both hitting doubles in the game. Aztecs Hoops, they got a bye weekend here. Next week, they wrap up the regular season with a road game Tuesday versus UNLV, a home game Friday night against Boise State. That finishes up the Mountain West regular season. NBA Finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the finals, Nuggets won 103-97. Warriors win 110-99 over the Knicks. Lakers won it 134-131 in overtime over the Wizards. In the NFL, Vikings telling running back Alexander Madison that he's going to be cut this year. Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech for a limited time only. Save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus powered by Intel Core processors and more. Save now at Dell.com/deals.
Whew, it's very fitting on a Una de Marza.
Yeah, we just totally made that up.
Yeah, the Una de Marza?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually Una de Marza.
I know, but that's what today is.
Actually happening. We just happened to find a trash can pinata, so we thought we need to put this thing to good use. So we did. It's Big Rich, TD, and Fletch at San Diego Sports 760, celebrating Una de Marza, which happened to fall on a bar cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. We got a lot of things happening today. We got a pair of tickets to go see Chris Stapleton. He's going to be at Petco Park this Saturday. That's tomorrow. Tickets and info at livenation.com, or just keep listening for your chance to win those. Also at San Diego Restaurant Week coming up next week, the 3rd through the 10th. To celebrate, we have a $50 gift card for you to Oceana Coastal Kitchen at the Catamaran Resort. Keep listening for your chance to win those. If you're looking for more information there, you can head on over to san diego restaurantweek.com. And also later on today, John and Jim going to be out. Coach Quintera going to be in covering for John and Jim. How about that,
Coach?
Woo!
All right, Coach.
I like that.
Get on in there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Coach Quintera on a Friday afternoon? Hell yeah, dude.
I love it.
Love it. Love John and Jim. All the best to them taking a long weekend here. They deserve it. Those guys will be back Monday. Okay. So much bantied about. Yeah. Much discussion.
I mean, for the season.
You mean the dumbest play in football?
Arguments every day. People just disgusted with the output as the Philadelphia Eagles, they run a QB sneak and everybody goes, oh, they clutch their pearls and they say, no, it's different when they do it. It's not legal. It's bad.
You can't do it because it's a different kind of play.
This feels personal.
It's a rugby play.
This makes me sad. It's a rugby scrum and it's dangerous.
That's why you can't do it.
Worried about player safety. Has anybody checked on Jason Kelsey? Is he all right? What about Jalen Hurts? He'll get folded like a pretzel out there.
This feels very personal.
Well, I mean, there's one person on the show who was like, you shouldn't do this play because it's dumb.
I think it's a dumb play. I really do. And I also feel like it is an advantage that one team has that nobody else has. Maybe that's the root of the argument, because I feel like there's a lot of fan bases across the league who probably agree with me. Just one of them's not in Philadelphia.
Okay, so we're talking about the tush push.
Yes.
For anybody who doesn't recognize this discussion, which it's hard not to if you watched any sports this fall, the tush push is a play where, like mentioned, the Philadelphia Eagles run a QB sneak. The backs in the backfield oftentimes give a little push to the tush.
Correct.
Of Jalen Hurts as he foists himself forward into the defense.
Gets a little bug boost.
Or not running backs. Like they'll throw
in the caboose.
They'll throw tight ends back there to get a little more muscle behind Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, no question about it.
Any team can run the play.
Right.
Okay, but the Eagles have just figured it out.
They're just the best at it.
So why are you angry?
There's not a solid reasoning behind my argument. I just am open and honest with how I feel that it's when I look at football, I expect to see football plays. That to me does not look like a football play.
I love the fact that you will take the side of an argument based on feeling, and you will omit and admit any facts that are relevant to the conversation.
I know I'm probably wrong.
No.
I mean, but I'm just saying when I'm watching football, that to me does not look like a football play.
This just feels to me like a team that doesn't have a mobile quarterback would look at, say, a Lamar Jackson and say, it's not fair. He's not allowed to run around. He's not allowed to be mobile out there.
See, this is kind of an accurate argument, because I remember, like, I don't remember this. This is a bygone era. It was way long over. Well, I should say it was moving forward into a modern era by the time I was even born. But with the forward pass, like, there was so much conversation about whether or not it was right for football.
The forward pass
that was revolutionized by Johnny Unitas. That's the reason why the Baltimore Colt is a legend.
What did they do before the forward pass?
They would do backward laterals.
Right.
It looked a lot more like rugby. Yeah.
Right.
You would have more backfield action at the snap of the football. You'd see guys crisscrossing everywhere, and then a fullback dive would occur. Or guys were crisscrossing everywhere. They run the option off of one side or the other, or the wing T offense. Like, it was so much more of a tight box line of scrimmage game. And then all of a sudden, certain teams were starting to experiment with the downfield passing game, and it worked. And it caught on big, and people were disgusted by it. They're like, how could this be football? It's just one-on-one acrobatics. I mean, throwing the ball through the air, somebody could lose an eye.
It's as if the wide receivers are the line cooks of this whole operation. So what happened yesterday?
If I wanted to go to the circus, I'd go to the mall parking lots.
So Troy Vincent, who is an NFL executive VP of operations, he spoke and confirmed the league's intent on Thursday that they're not going to punish a team that's strategically doing something well.
Thank you.
So he jumped on PFT Live and he says, look, their success rate is just amazing. It's one of those things where I don't even think, let me read on in this article, but I don't even think they're meeting over this. So here it is. The tush push didn't even come up when the league's competition committee met at the NFL Combine this week. Vincent said, though it is expected to be a topic of discussion in the league meetings in Orlando next month. So anyone with opinions can express them then.
I guess I'm kind of glad it's not getting taken away, because what I get excited about now looking into next year is who's going to figure out the way to stop it.
Well, and also, like, I look at Brock Purdy. Perfect example. Young guy. I understand he's coming off of a season this year where the season prior,
fragile though,
he had the elbow, right?
Yeah.
But he made it through the season healthy. He's a good runner. He's a stout kid. Look at his lower body. He looks like a minotaur.
Didn't realize he was a good runner though till late in the season.
And then, and they needed him to be in the postseason. Like, he saved 2 playoff games with his legs. You look at a guy like that. If I'm the San Francisco 49ers, guess what I'm repping over and over. Yeah.
It's just so fun. You need the offensive line to do it right. And the Eagles have had that perfect mixture and combination of people at the front of their offensive line. We don't know that they're going to have that same offensive line next year. So it could easily become a conversation where you're talking about a different team who has perfected the tush push, and maybe the Eagles aren't the ones who have it anymore.
Precise. Look, it's a copycat league. We always said that. And regardless of what team I was on, it's a copycat league. People will catch on to the fact that this works, that it's something that's not going away. And if you don't catch up, you'll get passed by the times. And so I promise you, it won't just be the Philadelphia Eagles with like this amazing 4th down conversion rate using the QB sneak. It'll be another team emerging, and then another team as teams realize, well, if they're not going to ban it, we got to hop on board.
So here's my question. Who is more important to the success of the tush push? Is it Jalen Hurts and his ability to squat 700 pounds? Like, that's what they say every time. Or is it the offensive line of Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, whatever the other guy's name is, cool name, Jordan Mailata? Is it them or is it Jalen Hurts?
Or is it the timing of that push?
It's all those things, right? Like, so the offensive line creates a wedge where basically the center is the tip of the spear and the 2 guards are chasing his hip and wedging themselves into the tight space that he's creating, attacking the nose tackle or the gap between 2 nose tackles in the A gaps. And then all of a sudden the tackles next to the guards, of course, they're chasing the hips of the guards. So it's literally like an arrow point. Like whenever you see migrating birds, they're in a V pattern. It's just that attacking the middle of the defense. And then, like you mentioned, you have a quarterback who squats 700 pounds, doesn't hurt, but he gets low. He follows his center. He finds a seam and he bursts through. Look, the Eagles, they had a hell of a season at the line of scrimmage, teeing off on people. Speaking of teeing off on people,
well, real quick though, just a quick trivia before we tee off on people. Do you know why when birds fly in that V, that there's more birds on one side, or one line is longer than the other?
I'm guessing it has something to do with drag and it helps the other birds fly with using less effort.
No, there's just literally more birds on one side than the other.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's it. That's
okay.
it. Okay.
Wow, I'm so glad we took
Thank
a
you.
pause there. That was riveting.
All right. All right, tee off.
Okay, so
I mean, is that? Come on.
what? Yeah, you should probably
Yeah,
take,
just
take
gotta
a quick
get the
lap.
hell
I'm already
out.
so sweaty
It's
from,
okay.
from trash pinata.
Tres Pinata, we'll get to Tres Pinata. You have a lap to
Oh,
do,
God.
sir.
We were like
I mean,
going this
I just-
direction, and you just went
I
e-brake.
once you brought up the birds in a V,
It's okay.
that's all I could think about.
I know we get paid to talk, but sometimes we get paid for the rest. It's like music, you know? Like you can't have a trumpeter just
Listen, I'll tell you what.
hot peanuts. It's like, I mean, we're playing Mozart. We don't need hot peanuts right now.
Speaking of teed off, me having to take a lap
Go.
tees me off.
Well,
Hey,
guys,
you know what?
is that two laps?
I want to know what tees off Fletch.
if we can take a big time out here, we
Yeah.
do need to welcome on a new best friend of the show here in the morning.
Woo!
And that is primetimes.golf. Primetimes.golf. That's times with an S at the end of it. Primetimes.golf. If you're an avid golfer, you want to play more golf, primetimes.golf is the answer. Rich, TD, roadies, hangers, dogs, bangers. Primetimes.golf in a nutshell. Option 1, network golf. You can open up primetimes.golf right now. It's free to sign up, and you'll see golf available for next Saturday, March 9th at the Hidden Golf Gem of Escondido, the Vineyard. Awesome course. Can't wait to take
Ooh.
both of you two there. And so you jump onto primetimes.golf, sign up today, pay the greens fee, secure your spot. And once you do that, you are able to then network with 16 other golfers doing the exact same thing you're doing.
I just typed in
Well, yeah.
primetimes.golf right now, and I am booking golf. Like I'm on the page where I'm seeing Vineyard at Escondido. What else do they have? Golf Club of California in Fallbrook. 16
Wow.
spots left. Dude, this is incredible.
So that is option 1. That's the networking side of this organization.
Okay,
Option
okay.
2 is value golf. This is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Value golf, it's $50 a month. You sign up. It gives you access to unsold tee times 72 hours in advance. As soon as those tee times open up, you can book those same courses that you're looking at right now, Richie, for just $20 a round. So do the math with me.
What?
$50 sign up plus 3 rounds a month at $20. That's $110 to play 3 rounds of golf at some of the nicest courses in San Diego. $110 is less than 1 round of golf pretty much anywhere you play.
I have an uncle who's retired, plays golf all the time. This is what he needs to do.
It's made for
Right?
him.
You know, because like he's just looking for tee times, like he's searching for them every morning.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
It takes the guesswork out of it. It really does. And we all know that tee times in San Diego, they're impossible to come by. Value golf at primetimes.golf is a no-brainer. Log on to primetimes.golf today. Sign up is free. Then choose if you want to sign up for a tee time already available to secure your spot, or sign up for value golf for $50 a month and wait for any unsold tee times to open up and get to play up to 3 times per month based on availability. Primetimes.golf, our newest best friend here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
All right, coming up next, has this Houstonian gone mad? We'll answer that question. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Bar Car Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. Yeah, that is the new sounder we have when we discuss Jackson Farrell Merrill. Pretty sure you guys are familiar with the outfielder who's been hitting for the Padres, one of their top prospects, really having a nice spring for them. We'll get back to the Pods in just a little bit. There's a story out of Houston that we got to get to. Mattress Mac, he's placed $1 million on Houston to win March Madness. If the $1 million bet hits, he's going to take home $7.5 million. So this is the most brilliant marketing scheme ever conceived of. Mattress Mac is not a sports bettor. He's a businessman. He's using his business money to stake it against long odds every single important game, whether it's a Super Bowl, March Madness, or shoot, the NBA Finals. And he's making up the money in mattress sales because he gets free marketing from jokers like us who are talking about it on sports stations.
Oh, yeah.
So
No,
what
I
he
agree.
does, he'll open up these wild sales where, so say Houston wins NCAA March Madness this year. They get all the way to the finals and they win the championship game. Every mattress bought between now and then is free to the people. Like, they don't have to buy it because he's hedging his bet with money that he'll make on winnings. So he's assuming that he's going to sell $7.5 million worth of mattresses. So if the Houston, what's their name? I can't even remember. If they go on and win the whole thing,
Cougars,
something like that. I think that is right. If they go on and win the whole thing, he still has the $7.5 million that he gave away in free mattresses. So he never is actually making or losing money. He's just staying exactly the same.
which is, I mean, it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's genius.
Nobody else is doing it. Also, I think there's a lot of people who are tying their morals, their moral compass to this idea. Look, here's the reality of the situation, folks. If you're uncomfortable with the idea that sports betting is being discussed, get used to being uncomfortable because it's just going to happen more and more. I mean, this is now becoming something that bolsters state economies.
Well, I'll tell you how you know that it's becoming mainstream and becoming wildly accepted is Disney is now okay with gambling.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Disney owns ESPN. ESPN has an outlet called ESPN Bet.
Yep.
It is a media outlet arm of ESPN, an arm of Disney that is completely about sports betting.
And by the way, ESPN has a massive deal with the UFC, meaning Disney has a massive deal with the UFC. The UFC is propped up pretty much entirely by sports betting.
And brutality against each other.
Right.
Like, if there's a more gladiatorial sport than locking two men or women into a cage with 8 sides and saying, fight each other until one of you is rendered unconscious.
By the way, Sugar Sean goes tomorrow. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun fight. I love watching that guy.
Tomorrow's card is ridiculous.
By the way, what if it was Disney characters fighting?
Moana Cinderella. Let's do it.
Honestly,
I mean, I would be in.
who's the dude from the one from Frozen, the blonde guy?
Christoph.
Christoph.
The blonde guy?
Yeah.
The evil dude?
No,
he's a good guy?
He good guy. Christoph. He marries Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reindeers are smarter than
Oh,
people.
yeah. I like him.
Okay, Christoph
Yeah, he cool.
versus Gaston.
Gaston
Ooh,
wins.
Yeah, Gaston's going to beat him down.
You think so?
Ah, he's got-
Gaston's
I mean,
buff. He's
yeah.
like 6'8".
And I think he's got like the reach on him. He's big.
I'll tell you though, that kind of feels like McGregor Poirier. Like, that feels like, remember when Conor broke his leg against Poirier?
Yeah, but these guys wouldn't even be in the same weight class. Like, Christoph is a normal looking dude. Gaston is huge.
Is that true? I picture them the same.
I don't think so.
And Christoph is like lifting ice blocks out of a
that is
frozen
true.
ocean.
That is true.
And he's dealing with reindeer all day.
Are Disney characters allowed to use their special powers? Like, if is it Elsa who has the ice?
Yeah, she's got the ice.
So, like, can she still do the ice, or she just has to do a straight fist fight?
Straight fist fight.
Okay,
I mean,
so
otherwise
like,
it gets something.
so like if it,
Yeah, then we're just dealing with the WWE. They can't use chairs that they find on the side of the ring.
Yeah. You gotta use your fist. I mean, headbutting maybe
yeah.
will allow because they're cartoon characters.
Yeah, but you know who looks like would be like mean? Snow White.
Yeah.
Like, I think she'd get nutty.
Tell you what. Oh boy, it's me and you, Goof. Let's go. I'm gonna light you up like Christmas. Oh gosh, Mick. I don't know if I could fight you. You're my oldest friend.
Goofy's going down no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Can you? Oh no! It's broke! It's broke! It's broke!
This is now Saturday morning cartoons. Why did I say that? It's cartoons just on all day now.
Take that armbar, goof. Oh, my elbow, Mick.
You break it.
You
break his arm.
I think I severed my UCL.
Oh God, Winnie the Pooh would also go down. That wouldn't be a fight unless maybe he could drop a few pounds.
We have the funniest story coming up. Okay, check this out. There is a owner in the NFL who needs to go on Maury Povich. I wish that show was still around.
My gosh,
oh
me
my
too.
god,
Me too.
So we'll explain why. Also, we have our morning monologues. We have a ton of great giveaways, a $50 gift card to a delicious night out at Catamaran Oceana Coastal Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
We got those Chris Stapleton tickets.
We got Kevin Nealon joining us later in the show.
Kevin Nealon, star of stage and screen.
Happy Una de Marza. Break. That's all Fletch does.
Okay, well, listen, we're just talking UFC. I used to be a heavyweight. Now I'm trending down toward a middleweight. Why? Well, it's because of my great friends over at sdfatloss.com. Wayne and Chloe specifically, that's going to be your weight loss team. They have a great staff who helps you with all of the ins and outs. So you may think to yourself like, well, I can lose the weight. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah. That's what everybody says. That's what we were saying. Yeah. We're like, we'll do it ourselves. Didn't work. We gained weight when we started trying to lose weight.
Why?
Well, we didn't do it the right way.
Turns out the fat diets don't work.
Yeah, they don't work. The yo-yo dieting, yeah, that's what comes in fashion when you try those fad diets. It's not great. Stay away from prescription drug you see. I mean, even if it's a doctor giving you these things, I don't know, man. Like, because it's suppressing your appetite. You get off the drugs, you gain all the weight back. Seen it 1,000 times. Look, with sdfatloss.com, you're going to lose weight the natural way. They're not going to send you meals. They're not going to send you gross bars to eat. They're not going to send you gross shakes. They're just going to teach you how to change your lifestyle to get accommodated to a new way of looking at food and nourishing yourself the right way and losing weight while you do it, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
SCFatLoss.com. If you want to lose weight like us, we've lost over 100 pounds on this show in the first 30 days working with Wayne and Chloe at SDFatLoss.com. Check out the information at SDFatLoss.com.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by CONCACAF W Gold Cup. Starting off with the Padres, they got a win yesterday in Cactus League over the A's 5-3. Pedro Avila throws 3 innings in the win. Aztecs Hoops, they got a bye weekend here. Next week, they wrap up the regular season with a road game Tuesday versus UNLV. Home game Friday night against Boise State. That's senior night. Uncle Teddy going to be leading. I believe that we will win. That finishes up the league year in the Mountain West. NBA, we had an NBA Finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the actual finals, Nuggets won 103-97. Warriors win 110-99 over the Knicks. And Lakers won 134-131 over the Wizards in overtime. And in the NFL, Vikings told running back Alexander Mattison that he will be cut. The Elite Eight meet at the CONCACAF W Gold Cup quarterfinals. Catch the best players in the continent at BMO Stadium on March 2nd and 3rd and witness the epic showdown. Who will make the Final Four? Secure your tickets at wgoldcup.com/tickets. And don't miss the CONCACAF W Gold Cup, our legacy, our cup.
But banana bread at work, dude! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, bro! Hell yeah! Banana bread, bro! Hell work, dude! Hell yeah!
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. It's a Bar Cart Friday.
Brought to you by Keg and Bottle 10 locations around San Diego.
Have you ever been so fired up in your life?
I just love passion. I love love. I love passion. I love people who sell out for anything that they care about. That guy, he was having a bad time. His mom said, you got to look for the wins where you can find them.
Right.
And he walked into the break room at work and somebody brought him banana bread and he lost his effing mind.
I got to tell you, if there was banana bread in the break room right now, I would probably be that excited.
You know, Cliff's wife makes like the best banana bread on the planet.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I've had it. And then for some reason, they try to cut it up into small pieces, so I have to take like 12. Yeah.
Newsman Cliff Albert.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
His lovely wife, she makes some delicious baked goods.
Yeah.
He brings, I've never tried the banana bread, and now I'm jealous. Does it have walnuts in it?
I don't think it does.
Occasionally, not usually. Sometimes she puts walnuts in it. Sometimes she put chocolate chips in it.
She baked an apple pie for Christmas one year. That was good, man. That was real good.
So
her toffee.
I'm not going to turn down toffee. Although, I mean, with the great work of Dr. Jordan Colby at Ocean View Dental with these implants, I'm sure he would disagree with that decision.
You know, I'm telling you, this toffee though is it just crumbles. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Well, listen, so is this show. We have so much going on today.
Happy Uno de Marza, everybody.
It's Uno de Marza. That's right. It's the 1st of March. Everybody celebrates it, including us. Actually, that's not true. We would have never done this if we didn't find a trash piñata, but that's what happened. We found a trash piñata, and one man's... Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it because that's my morning monologue. Instead of talking about the piñata right now, I want to talk about Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner. That's what I want to talk about.
I love this so much.
Okay, so Jerry Jones, who is famous for being this boisterous, almost carnival barker of an owner, right? He's turned the Cowboys into America's team. He is the greatest marketer of our time because the Cowboys have been a disappointment to their fan base in terms of success in the postseason for years and years and years. Basically, they haven't been a real playoff contender since the late 90s. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
It is 2024. And the Cowboys are inarguably one of the most valuable sports franchises in this world.
Yeah. Yeah. Although no longer America's team.
Well, no.
So how about this? The Dallas Cowboys have not played in an NFC championship game. Any guesses?
I'm going to say since 97.
Close. Wait, NFC championship game? NFC championship
98.
game. Yeah, it's got to be 98.
95.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Sunday's loss, so this is written in the playoffs this year. Sunday's loss extends to 28, the streak of years without Dallas in an NFC championship game where they were a fixture for the first 30 years of the Super Bowl era.
Next year's playoffs will be 2025. That will be 30 years since their last NFC championship game. Do they celebrate that anniversary with an NFC championship bid? We'll see. It's Mike McCarthy's final year. It'll be a lame duck year for him unless they extend him. Dak Prescott,
I'm guessing they're going to sign him to an extension, but we'll see. He could be on a lame duck year as well. But check this out. We're not talking about the Dallas Cowboys from a football standpoint. No. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys from an off the field standpoint, including their owner, where a judge in Dallas has upheld a decision requiring Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones to take a paternity test as part of a legal dispute with a 27-year-old woman who claims the billionaire is her biological father. Okay, so Texas.
Wait, she is his daughter, is what she's saying?
That's what she's claiming.
Okay, so is this the story that bridged off of the flight attendant?
A Texas judge on Wednesday rejected the appeal from Jones of a 2022 ruling where paternity case brought by Alexandra Davis. This is the 27-year-old who previously alleged a separate lawsuit. She was convinced from a relationship Jones had with her mother in the mid-1990s. So this goes back to, let's see.
Tell me it's 95.
No, my God, how funny would that be? Okay. In March 2022, Davis sued Jones in Dallas County, asking a judge to void a legal agreement, said her mother, Cynthia Davis, reached with Jones 2 years after she was born, a 1998 settlement. So yeah, 2 years after she was born. This means that
they were getting busy a year after the last Cowboys NFC Championship game. Jerry was celebrating.
The 98 settlement alleged that Jones would support them financially as long as they didn't publicly reveal that he was Alexandra's father, something the married owner of the Cowboys has denied. Davis dropped the case a month later, saying that she would instead seek to prove that Jones is her father. She soon filed a paternity case. The 81-year-old Jones and his wife Jean were married in 1963. They have 3 children, all have front office roles with the Cowboys. Jerry Jones is the team's president and general manager. Davis's original lawsuit claimed that Jones pursued Cynthia Davis, who was also married at the time, after they met while she was working for American Airlines out of Little Rock, Arkansas. So he went back home because he played at University of Arkansas. Go Pigs!
Wow. I don't know if this is from the it's a 27-year-old woman, but I was down at the New Amsterdam staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer. Mr. Jones and me. Mr. Jones. Oh, wait, it's Counting Crows.
Oh, Jesus. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens every Friday.
What?
Take a couple of Motrin. You start feeling a little loose.
I'm just passing out painkillers in here.
I mean, you take a couple of NSAIDs and you're hot to trot, don't you?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I mean, this guy,
I'm feeling pretty good.
He felt a little latent elbow soreness, and he said, I'm going to have a Tylenol, extra strength, and I'm going to go ahead and read some Counting Crows lyrics? Dude?
It's Mr. Jones, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
You were so close. You were so close to a lap. So close.
Real quick.
Yeah.
March 1st is National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Dadgum, we need to get Philip Rivers on the show.
That's what I'm saying. Dadgum That's Good.
Dadgum That's Good. Hang on, I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to send it to Philip.
Okay.
And then maybe he'll come on. He probably won't.
Hang on.
Is it really?
It's really National Dadgum That's
that
Good Day.
In honor of Philip Rivers?
I don't know. Good food, good company, good times. Happy National Dadgum That's Good Day.
All right, I'm just gonna let's see, Philip. We have to take a second.
How does it? TD, go ahead, do his monologue while you text.
Do you want me to? Okay, because check this out. I'm a little bit perplexed here, right? I've driven a vehicle for nearly 30 years. I've probably driven 30 plus different cars or trucks or vans over the course of my life. You know, cars I've owned, cars that I have used for work or driven from work vehicles, maybe cars I've borrowed, maybe cars I've rented. I would say easily 30 cars. Never, ever have I used this product before in my life. Why is 89 octane gas even offered? Why is it there? It's just taking up a spot.
Is that the middle one?
That's the middle one.
Okay.
Why not just double up on the 87?
Hey, okay, I'll tell you why.
Okay, bring it.
Annie. Hang on.
She just wants it to be just a little better.
Annie owns a 2011 Cadillac SRX.
It calls for 89.
in the user manual, the owner's manual, it says to use the plus at the pump.
Wow, but isn't that 91?
The mid-range.
What?
Not premium.
What?
The mid-range.
What?
So for the entirety of our time owning this car, which we bought used in 2012, so it was a year-old car, we've been using the middle pump. And I'll tell you right now, when I go back down to reg,
Yeah.
okay, I hear a little knocking in the engine.
She don't run right?
She don't run right.
Listen, I know like a high compression motor needs higher octane, but usually the high compression motors want 91.
Well, see,
I've never seen anything say take 89.
late models?
What?
I mean, we're talking about something back in the early aughts. Okay.
By the way, if you go out of state, like if you roll into Utah,
Yeah.
that first pump, watch out. It's 85.
It's near gas. It's like their beer.
Yeah.
But also, like Costco gas doesn't even have the option for the middle one.
No, because they figured it out. They're like, it's either 87 or 91.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And trust me when I tell you, when the mid range isn't available, I'm going back down to 87. I mean, so
You're not going up.
Oh no!
Just take the knock.
No,
It's only knocking for a few hundred miles.
That's exactly right. We're going 300 with the knock, and then we're gonna get that sewing machine what it needs. All right, Fletch, what do you got for us today?
This one's going to be a little bit of a back and forth, I think. Richie, you might as well turn your mic off. This is all TD.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go have
Wait,
a
hold on,
drink.
because it's going to be a back and forth, but it's all TD.
Yeah,
This is-
you don't know where I'm going, do
no,
you?
'cause no, not at all.
Okay, so yesterday we had the conversation about LeBron James and LeBron James getting to break a LeBron James record. He had the biggest fourth quarter comeback of his career. And it's just cool that somebody who's been going at it for that long still gets to find new things for him to excel at.
Just going at it.
So Travis Dale has been doing this morning show for how long now? A year and a half?
That's correct.
About?
Yeah.
I thought we learned everything about TD already. And we learned something new pretty much every single week that's like, really? That's what you're good at? Today I learned something new about TD.
What was that?
And it's kind of blowing my mind again.
What was that?
Well, we have the pinata here for Uno de Marzo, of course.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, TD's tying knots like he's some sailor from the 70s or from like the 1870s, like who has to know how to do all these different things. He's looping things around. He's like doing the thing over his shoulder, under his legs, and he's making all these knots. And look at Richie. You can see one right there. It's tied down to a wood clamp, and then one at the top, two at the top, actually. And he has a rope and pulley system just at his disposal. I doubt he went to Home Depot yesterday.
No,
He just had it.
No, that was his from his house.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know about you, my dude?
I
And why are you so good at knots? Who are you tying up in your house?
Ooh, good question.
No one. I do have my 27-foot keel boat license, so I can
Of
sail
course you do.
a boat up to 27 feet.
And fly a plane up to
Yeah.
95 feet.
A single engine fixed wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when you go get your sailboat license, I guess, permit, whatever you want to call certification, you learn to tie knots.
Now I feel like I don't
So-
even have to ask this question.
Yeah.
But do you have a knot tying kit that you can practice knot tying?
So in my old GMC Sierra pickup, I had a length of rope that I hung over the gear shift, and as I drove, I would just tie knots. Knee on the wheel, practicing some knots.
What's your favorite double hitch? What's your favorite knot?
Actually, my favorite knot is a square knot.
Square knots are the
A
best.
square knot's a cool knot.
Yeah. I mean, it's so useful. It's just
Yeah.
over and cross,
Yeah.
over and cross
Left
again.
over right, right over left.
I know the
boom.
one you do with your shoes. That's about it.
Yeah. Good. Do
The
double
bunny
knot.
goes through the foxhole.
Philip Rivers has responded.
Uh-huh.
I took a picture of National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Yeah.
I wrote, saw this and thought of you, dadgummit. Have a good dadgum day. He wrote, ha 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 ha. Have a day, dadgummit.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Philip Rivers is and continues to be my hero.
Golly.
It's fun to text people who you met and they completely overshined your expectations. When I first signed with the Chargers, I thought he was going to be a real jerk. Like, because you see him, all he's
You
doing.
had been playing against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing for the Patriots. There's an AFC rivalry there. Philip Rivers is constantly caught on camera arguing with players, trash talking, complaining to referees, sideline shots of him with that angry face, and he's shouting things and the spittle's flying out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, wow, this guy's a real jerk. And then in 2013, I signed with the Chargers. I made San Diego my home. And one of the first people I met was Philip Rivers. This is actually the very first Charger I met was Nick Hardwick. And that was awesome because Nick, as everybody knows in this city, is one of the greatest people who's ever lived. And right there next to him, the greatest teammate I ever had, Phillip Rivers, was the second person I met as a Charger. Shook his hand and he was like, "Dadgum, we're excited to have you." He knew everything about me, knew where I came from, had questions about the Patriots, asked me everything about my backstory. He knew so much more about me than I did of him.
He was like, "Congratulations, Rich. You really shouldn't have gotten on that plane. I'm glad you didn't." Devil temptations.
Yeah. You're talking about when I was being recruited out of high school.
That's the one.
Yeah. No, he didn't know that story.
But I heard you rear-ended a church fan. Not cool, dude.
He didn't know that story yet either. I did end up telling everybody that story at some point or another in my relationship with them, and now the world knows that one because articles have literally been written about that one
in Europe.
But dude, yeah. It's so crazy. Isn't it crazy what we've done from this studio? Anyways,
it is.
Happy dadgum. Have a good day, Phillip.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, you still got your monologue, buddy?
Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh.
Well, give us cue up the band.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. What are we doing?
Give us some dubstep or whatever we're listening to.
Totally got distracted by that dadgum text message. Well, listen, not only is it dadgummit day, but it's also Uno de Marça.
True.
It's the 1st of March. Not a lot of people celebrate this as a holiday, but when you find something in the trash that speaks to you, that needs new life, that for some reason somebody abandoned, I mean, unfortuitously, I would argue.
Yeah, because it's in perfect condition.
You revive it. What I'm talking about is the trash piñata that we've named King Sculpha. It's a gorgeous, gigantic pink skull.
Feral Merrill?
We love it so much.
Was Feral Merrill's here?
I guess what I'm trying to say is this piñata is teaching us a lot about our lives, gentlemen. Like, one man's trash is another man's trash piñata.
Hell yeah, dude.
Happy Uno de Marza.
Oh my gosh, happy Uno de Marza.
I mean, we didn't even know that was a holiday until yesterday when we found a piñata in the
I don't
trash.
know if we knew it was a holiday till today.
Well, dude, hell yeah, dude.
I mean, sometimes the names don't. I mean, we don't find out the names until today.
Let's tie some knots and get wild.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Maybe a square knot.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe a hitch. All I know is that sucker's hung, and it's about 30 pounds and jam-packed with candy and scratchers.
Yeah, that thing. there's $150 worth of candy in that thing.
And if somebody wins on one of these scratchers, is it like show commission? Like show win?
No, we're supposed to be happy for whoever won.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
Wait, hold on. So are you going to get in here and try to grab some when they fall out?
We get all
as we meet our new senior vice president of programming, Taylor Jukes, and we get to know her. We'll do some rapid fire questions. Really get down into the nitty gritty. Also, Kevin Nealon joining us on the show here, coming up in just a little bit. Also, it's a Bar Card Friday.
Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego.
Golly.
And on the other side, guess what we're going to be getting into?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, maybe. Yeah, actually, I can see that too. We have no idea. But we will be playing a new game on a Friday called Toast of the Town or Pour One Out. We'll explain the rules. But before we do that, Fletch has something very important to explain to us all. Because Fletch, he doesn't look like Fletch anymore.
No, well, I mean, it's Fletch, but it's kind of just... It's like a smaller Fletch.
I look like Fletch before you guys knew Fletch, which is refreshing because actually at one point, believe it or not, I was a handsome fella. And then I became fat.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
wasn't so handsome anymore. My wife didn't like me anymore. She said you're ugly, all those things.
She said that?
Yeah, a couple times.
Kendall?
Sweet like Kendall? Straight to your face?
Yeah, pretty much. Brock the dog would look up to me and just be in disappointment and give it wasn't like a yip, yip, happy to see you, Dad. It was like a
Wow. Also, taking X-rated pictures of your dog yesterday.
You guys asked for it.
Yeah. He took pictures. Yeah, that we didn't need those.
Wait, does Brock know you took those photos?
Yeah.
Was there consent? Also, it does look like a nose.
Also, this is an ad read about sdfatloss.com.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Where you can go today and avoid the yo-yo. Shut up! Avoid the yo-yo diets for the rest of your life. What most people don't realize is that with the fad medications or with the prescription drugs, it's just temporarily suppressing your hunger. As soon as you get off those drugs, as soon as you get off those fad diets, the frustration, the weight could come right back to haunt you. The three of us were able to jump on sdfatloss.com and each lose over 30 pounds within a month and a half. And they'll tell you, if you stick to the program, you're going to lose 30 to 40 pounds in sometimes less than 2 months using their time-tested methods over literally tens of thousands of clients across the country. SDFatLoss.com has broken the weight loss code, and they've figured out ways to make you become the you that you once were. So get on over to SDFatLoss.com today. Set up a free consultation with Wayne or Chloe, who's been our weight loss team, and they will get you on the roadmap to more success when it comes to losing weight. It was the best decision we ever made. Make that decision for yourself today. Coming up next, more craziness on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on San Diego Sports 760.
Toast to the town or pour one out. We're doing it next.
This update is presented by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We'll start off with the Padres here, who had a nice little win yesterday in Cactus League over the A's 5-3. Pedro Avila throwing 3 innings as he's getting ready. He's going to be a big part of the Padres this year. The catchers had a big day at the plate. Campy, Higgy, both hitting doubles in the win. Aztec Soups, they get a bye weekend here. Next week, they wrap up the regular season with a road game Tuesday versus UNLV and a home game Friday night against Boise State. That'll finish up the league year. NBA Finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the Finals, Nuggets win 103-97. Warriors won 110-99 over the Knicks. Lakers win 134-131 over the Wizards in overtime. Can't wait to hear what TD has to say about that game. Guess what, San Diego? Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air just turned up the cool factor a notch right now. Buy an AC unit, get the furnace for free. Don't miss their semi-annual BOGO sale. Visit AndersonPHA.com. Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Nobody wows clients like they do.
Whew. Rolling along here on a Bar Card Friday, brought to you by Kagan Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. Tony Condra going to be stopping by here in a little bit. We're going to be sampling some beer. God, I can't wait. Also, on Big Rich, GD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760, we have some giveaways to do. Chris Stapleton tickets. He's going to be at Petco Park tomorrow night. If you want to go, you got to be available tomorrow night. If you want to buy tickets, go to livenation.com. Or if you want to win them, just keep listening for your shot to win those. Also, San Diego Restaurant Week coming up March 3rd. That's going to be happening through the 10th. To celebrate, we have a $50 gift card for you to Oceana Coastal Kitchen at the Catamaran Resort. Keep listening for your chance to win those. More information, you can head on over to SanDiegoRestaurantWeek.com. Also coming up a little bit later today, John and Jim out. Coach Quintera going to be filling in. He'll be covering from 3 to 6. Make sure you tune in for that. And Kevin Nealon joining us here on a Bar Card Friday, brought to you by King Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. Coming up next hour.
You know what movie I was watching yesterday?
What?
Happy Gilmore. And in Happy Gilmore, Kevin Nealon has the most underrated funny guy role in that entire movie because he's like the real nice guy on the golf course. He's the nice pro where Shooter McGavin's kind of the jerk. And Kevin Nealon's just, come on, Happy, it's okay, man. We're peace, inner peace, and zen.
Dude, I'm telling you, Kevin Nealon is one of my heroes. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm going to geek out a little bit.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Should I just have the image of him in the movie Benchwarmers in a banana hammock sitting in a hot tub?
I think
up
so.
On the screen.
I think so.
I think it's for the best. Mm-hmm. He looks good. He looks
real good.
Looks fit, lean. Look, I'm gonna have a hard time not being like a fan. Because that's what happens in this industry. And I mean, trust me when I tell you, as excited as you are to hear from him, we are too. So we'll try to keep it together as best we can. A lot of questions about what it's like working on the silver screen. And also his comedic act. If you've never seen him on stage, he's hysterical. Look up his stuff and then go see him this weekend at American Comedy Company. Okay. Toast to the town or pour one out. Never done this before. We're going to give it a try. We might need a little mood music.
Right.
Fletch.
It's something we've been working on, though, for a long time.
Oh, yeah. We've easily been talking about this for hours. So the way it's played is we're going to decide whether we need to toast to somebody or pour one out for them. So I'll give you an example. Here's an example of a story. As we set our wagons west, and we look to conquer the great unknown.
I think it works.
It works. It does.
We embark on a new journey to a new frontier. It's toast of the town or pour one out. So Tom Brady, he's accepting of the fact that his wife and her jiu-jitsu instructor got it on before they were officially divorced. Okay, are we toasting to Tom and I don't know, his maturity, I guess, or are we pouring one out for him? Because honestly, poor Tom.
Crazy, I don't feel that bad for him.
Okay,
why?
So you're not toasting. You're toasting him.
Yeah. So what do the two things mean?
Okay, so toasting him, it's like we're celebrating.
Good. Yeah, celebration.
And pouring one out, it's like
I'm absolutely toasting to Tom.
Okay.
Like, first of all, because he's done with her, and if she was cheating on him, good, move on, bro. Kick her to the curb. She's not even that good looking, anyways.
I don't think he kicked her to the curb.
I
think she gave him the boot.
I'm pretty sure what happened was she was like, I met a guy who could strangle you and that turns me on. And so now I'm moving on to him.
Good God.
I also had the thought, well, if Tom Brady's not safe from being cheated on, which one of us is?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
it makes you reconsider everything. I mean, every one of your decisions, like I mean, if your wife goes, just heading to the grocery store, you're like, yeah.
Is there a
are
jujitsu
you?
trainer there?
Yeah. By grocery
What?
store, do you mean a rear naked trope?
Why are you in your jiu-jitsu uniform?
Yeah. Wait. You're going to Nordstrom Rack wearing a martial arts gi? This makes zero sense.
Toast to Tom.
No, you gotta pour one out for Tom. Come on, this is the GOAT that was. It's Tom freaking Brady. Exactly. He got cheated on.
Dude, yeah.
Pour one out for the GOAT, and then every other dude who's not as good as Tom Brady.
Okay, next one. Toast of the town or pour one out to Mac Jones, who's working on no-look passes so he can throw with his eyes closed. This is not even close to a fake story. This is not even close. So
This is pour all of them out. I saw this video yesterday on TikTok, and do you ever go to the comments on Instagram or TikTok and think you hope that the first comment is what you're immediately thinking?
yeah.
The first comment was what I was immediately thinking, which
Yeah.
was he should probably work on the looking passes first.
Right. Now, well, the no-look passes, though, now he can throw picks with his eyes closed.
Okay, I'm gonna pour one out also for another former Patriots quarterback because I'm pretty sure if I were New England, I'm moving on. This isn't good.
Wow,
I feel, you know what? I laugh, but here's the reality of the situation. Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford have famously thrown some no-look passes that have been unbelievable. Jared Goff even had a couple of them on the Lions run these past 2 seasons. There are certain quarterbacks who could do this with a high success rate. I agree with the first commenter on that post. Let's work on the ones with his eyes open.
Dude, this next one, I don't know how you're not pouring one out. Out in Philadelphia, they have dollar hot dog night, which we have seen many videos that a dollar hot dog is easily expendable and easy to throw.
No question.
Right. So because of all that, they said we're ending dollar hot dog night out in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I also saw an article that like Atlanta is going to do away with. Remember the Mercedes-Benz Dome Stadium or whatever? Like the big selling point of it was, well, their concessions aren't going to be expensive; they're going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
And I think Atlanta is going to jack their prices next year. I'm out on people with the cool thing making it not cool anymore.
I pour one out for the fans, man. The fans get shafted at stadiums all across this country. Doesn't matter at this point if you're going to a college game. Doesn't matter if you're going to a pro game. If you're going to a stadium, you are going to pay out the nose for your experience, and it stinks. So dollar hot dog night going away, in no way whatsoever is that a good thing.
That hurts.
I pour one out for our poor friends in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Dude, the next one is I don't know if we're experts on this. I don't know if we're good enough to talk about this.
No. Yeah, well, no.
Okay.
This is another very high profile guy.
Okay, listen. When it comes to celebs, I think most of them listen to this show, and I think all of them get advice from this show. We host a segment called Therapy Thursday, for crying out loud.
Right.
I mean, think about it, Fletch. Anyways, Leo DiCaprio apparently had a little makeout sesh at a nightclub with a lady. She was a 22-year-old model.
Yeah.
It's a little old for him, isn't it?
She modeled for Playboy.
I'm unfamiliar. What's that?
Well, it's a magazine. It's filled with articles.
Is it a periodical?
Yes. Yeah. Once a month.
Okay. So it's updating you on the monthly news of things and sorts?
Yes, that is correct.
Excellent.
That is correct.
So when did this happen? Is this a news
Why
story?
do they need models, Uncle Dan?
Or was this a story that came out like when Leonardo DiCaprio was also 22 years old?
No.
He apparently was smooching with her. By the way, this is recent. Leo has a type, and it's under 25. Look, the point is, Leo DiCaprio made out with this chick, and she goes, he's not a good kisser. That's basically the story. And there she is.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Playboy?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Playboy's back.
It's different than I thought.
oh, yeah. No, I'm
Made
sorry.
it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, so are we pouring one out for
No.
Leo DiCaprio? Or
He's fine.
Are we toasting him?
He's still pulling 22-year-olds weekly.
You're toasting him for being a crappy kisser?
Toast.
You know
No.
what? Honestly, I'm with Fletch.
No.
I'm going to toast to him because how old is Leo? He's got to be 50.
He's easily in his
54, I
He's
think.
54.
And
Dude,
he's still getting with 22-year-olds.
he got with a 22-year-old Playboy model. I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure I don't care what she says about how I kiss. I mean, that is.
Oh, wait. He's 49. Sorry.
So,
I was way over.
Well, by the
overshooting
way,
it.
that means he's got a big birthday coming up. And if he sees the way we're celebrating Uno de Marsa, then I'm pretty sure, he's going to want. By the way, was that from that night at the nightclub?
Yep.
With Leo and, wow. That sounds like a feral cat. Yeah, that's not a house cat. No chance.
Speaking of that feral cat, though,
Go ahead.
we got to toast Jackson Farrell Merrill.
For
Bringing some excitement here to 2024 Padres, baby. I'm fired up.
I'll tell you right now, the story of the spring with your San Diego Padres out of Peoria has been Jackson Farrell Merrill.
Mm-hmm.
And thank goodness he exists. Thank goodness for that facial hair. My goodness.
He went 0 for 3 yesterday.
Thank goodness for those.
Wait, what'd you say there?
He went 0 for 3 yesterday.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
guess what?
you know what?
Tiger Woods sometimes shanks him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? And I respect the fact that he leaves some room for his teammates to shine.
I'll tell you what. I bet you that pitcher's arm's awfully sore after throwing those pitches.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Maybe he was just trying to get out of the way so other people could get some work.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's had 2 hits in spring training so far.
Ah, they were glorious, though.
But both of them came in the same game.
Yeah,
Fletch.
they did.
Like, I don't know if you've seen his footwork. He has stepped several steps to the left and several steps to the right.
We're trying to be sold something here in San Diego. And I hope Jackson Merrill, Farrell Merrill, I hope he's going to be amazing.
I'm toasting him.
Yeah.
I'm toasting.
Saying.
All right.
I really do hope he's going to be great.
We have another great story about the GOAT. We'll get to that because sometimes the GOAT can get goatier.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
If we were pouring one out for Tom Brady, he's saying don't do it.
Sometimes the greatest of all time can get greatester. You understand?
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you.
Well, we'll explain exactly how he did that on the other side. But first, I just want to talk to Fletch, honestly, mainly to Fletch about Prize Picks.
You mean the greatest daily fantasy app on the planet?
That's the one.
You mean America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 3 million members?
I'm so glad you mentioned yes.
You mean the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports? Because unlike other apps on Prize Picks, it's just you against the numbers, no sharks, no competitive leagues. All you're doing is picking more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can watch the winnings roll in.
Fletch.
That's the one.
Code word Fletch.
Prize Picks.
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 Code word Fletch.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay.
But prizepicks.com/Fletch, you're going to get a first deposit match up to $100, or you download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code Fletch, you get a first deposit match up to $100. We've been watching the Underwear Olympics here in studio, and it's all very fun. Did you know that you could set a lineup of players based on outcomes in the Underwear Olympics?
Didn't know that.
40 times, vertical leap, all the stuff, all the things. Get on over to Prize Picks today and make watching sports more fun. That's the biggest thing I get out of it. It puts me into sports heaven every single day, whether it's basketball, hockey, soccer, tennis, etc., darts. Prize Picks has a game for you no matter the sport you follow. It even is offering an injury insurance right now so that your entries will stay in play even if one of your players gets hurt. Prize Picks offering weekly promotions, and today is Flex Friday. If you don't know what it is, check out the app today. $100 first deposit match if you sign up using promo code Fletch. Get on over to Prize Picks today.
How does the goat get goatier? We'll tell you coming up next.
Big Rich, TD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Still so much show to come in the 8 o'clock hour. We have ABC Distribution, Carlsbad Brewing Co. Is it Carlsbad Brewing Company or is it Carlsbad Brewing? Carlsbad Brewing Company. There you go. I had it right.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
I'm a good reader.
You are.
I mean,
You are.
Miss Chertok, my first grade teacher, you should have heard the way she talked. She had this curly hair. She hated me. But
Jeez.
I wasn't like a great kid, I would argue. I was kind of one of those dirtball kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the unshowered, annoying one. Yeah, still kind of am.
Well, that's good. My first grade teacher, I went to a private school for the first 4 years of my life, and they could hit you. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there was rulers and paddles.
Life goes at you pretty fast when you're in fear for your personal safety at school, which is bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's definitely bad.
Fletch is back.
Okay, dude. There he is.
He had to take a breather.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes you got to take a lap. Sometimes you got to take a little bit more than a lap. Maybe a double lap.
Double lap.
Speaking of laps, and we will get into Carlsbad Brewing Company. We have a ton of beer sitting in front of us. This is an incredible setup. We got Max and Tommaso in studio. We'll be talking to them in a little bit here. Also, it's Uno de Marza. Okay, it's one time a year we get to celebrate the 1st of March, guys.
Right.
And we're doing it the only way we know, with a trash piñata that we've named King Sculfa.
Uno de Marza actually took a little longer this year. An extra day thrown in on us.
Well, we get 366 every 4 years, and that's because the calendar. Not a lot of people know this. It's a quarter day off.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought this up, because did you see the trending story yesterday of people pissed off that they're not getting paid for the extra day this year?
Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Because if you're a salaried employee, you're
yeah.
paid for a 365-day year, but this year is 366.
Well, you're paid for a 365 and a quarter day year.
There you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it.
I mean, that's
so
really what it is.
That really is what it is.
Yeah.
See, and that's a good point, because you shave off that quarter, we can't keep going. Otherwise, all of a sudden, day will be night.
We'll be
Cats and dogs will be living together.
Oh my God! Can you
Humans as
imagine?
pets?
Mass
hysteria.
Yeah, it'd be mass hysteria indeed. I mean, goats.
Dude,
running the world. Lucy, the big game goat.
We got an update on this. So Peter Salas, our listener who hired Lucy the big game goat to come play or just be around at his kid's birthday party. His kid's turning 5. So I don't know if 5-year-olds should be around Lucy the big game goat because Lucy the big game goat is 21 and over.
Well, she gets down. Lucy, we found out, loves mimosas and also marijuana.
Yeah, literally that goat will sit there just staring at the owner going,
it's medical. It's medical.
Listen, that goat has been through some stuff. We're not sure. Maybe it's had chemotherapy.
Right.
Sometimes it's it stimulates appetite. For those who suffer. Look, the point is, it's one of our favorite animals of all time.
if we go to Goat Toga, are they going to try to get us stoned off our ass?
Come on. Yeah, I think. Let's put it this way: Diane and Louie will take care of us. All right. Also on a Uno de Marza, we're going to have a full house, including our new senior vice president of programming here at iHeart. San Diego, Taylor Jukes. We're going to do rapid fire with her. We're going to find out more about our new boss. I think the best way we should do that is hammer drunk.
Yeah, that's a good
so
call.
we're going to be drinking some beers with Carlsbad Brewing Company with her. Also Kevin Nealon, actor, comedian. He's going to be playing shows all weekend long at American Comedy Co. downtown. Get your tickets right now, AmericanComedyCo.com. He's going to be joining us in studio at 8:30. Looking forward to that. And then this. We have to get to it. Enough talk of actual goats. How about Tom Brady, the GOAT of the NFL, actually improving on his 40 time?
It'd be hard to do worse.
Okay, well, hang on. So let's go back and look.
Let's go side by side TD with Tom Brady's original 40 time. TD might get him.
I don't know if I could do a full 40 in one shot.
Okay, so maybe we'll break it into 20s. We'll do it like leap years. Every year you run 10 yards
at a time.
yeah. Or we save it and it's a brisk walk on the 4s.
It's probably a 50 yards lap.
Well, Ornberger, you were the D1 athlete here. Do you think you could beat Tom Brady's original 40 time?
Like one
today?
1,000%.
Today?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Right now, really?
Yeah.
What was his original 40 time?
Do it.
It's 5.29.
What was yours?
I ran a sub 5 routinely, and I ran a 5.01 at my pro day.
Oh man, you saved the worst one for your pro day?
Yeah. Actually, it sucked. I remember thinking like all I wanted to do was break 5, and I was going to be happy. Like a 4.99 would have made me happy.
Well, for an offensive lineman, that's like top notch.
Oh yeah, anything near 5 is great. I was 305 pounds, and I ran a 5 flat 40, so it was great. Here's the thing. It's so funny. Tom Brady was a worse athlete than all of his offensive linemen. All of them. All of us could run a faster 40 time than him. We used to have an offensive line coach named Dante Scarnecchia. He would talk about Tom Brady like, listen, y'all, we got to protect this man with our lives because he can't run out of sight in a week. I mean, he is slow like the days. He's slow like days in the summer. Okay.
Well, he's not anymore.
No. Now he's much faster.
Yeah.
What was his official 40 time that he clocked in recently? He posted this to his account. He's wearing the No Bull gear. That's his new corporate sponsor, right? Him and Brady Brand linked up together. Where did he come in at? I'm trying to find it.
Well,
faster than 5.2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He just made a 5.2 840 back then. Yeah. So I guess it's faster.
It's just faster. That's all they're saying.
Oh, wow. No,
wait.
There it is.
Wait, hold on.
Did break them out. Okay, he sprinted a 5.18 on a stopwatch and a 5.12 on another stopwatch.
Still slow.
It's not that much faster.
Still, my 40 time leaving Penn State was faster.
Can we do it right after the show?
Run a 40?
You.
In my clothing? No, I'll end up like...
No, in your underwear.
You can do the whole Chris Jones thing. We'll reenact multiple. It's Tom Brady, Chris Jones, Big Rich.
We can blur it out. You look like Naked and Afraid out there.
We'll do way better than NFL Network. They just blurred a tiny little bit. We'll blur down to your knees.
Thank you. I was going to say, if you guys can help me out with a larger sensor bar.
There'll be a blur just going everywhere.
Just have it like, I want to look like a pendulous grandfather clock. Just with a black sensor bar. Anyways, guys, look, this is all the time we have. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, I'm doing my Dr. Phil. Mm-hmm. On the other side, we're going to be joined by Carlsbad Brewing Company. It's a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego, and so much more. Stay where you are. It's Big Rich, TD, and Flex on San Diego.
It's hour number 3, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on San Diego Sports 760. This update presented by Progressive Insurance. We will begin here with the Padres, who got a 5-3 win over the A's yesterday in Cactus League. Pedro Avila throwing 3 innings. He gets ready for the year. Padres catchers had a big day at the plate. Campy and Higgy both getting doubles in the win. Aztecs Hoops, they get a bye weekend here next week. They wrap up the Mountain West regular season with a road game Tuesday at UNLV and a home game Friday night against Boise State. Your last chance to see Jaden Ledee at Viejas Arena. That actually hits pretty hard. NBA, we had a finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the finals, Nuggets won 103-97. Warriors won 110-99 over the Knicks. Lakers won 134-131 over the Wizards in OT. NFL, Vikings telling running back Alexander Mattison that he done. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. That's Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
It's been a long week and the fellas are thirsty.
Scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, with the best selection of bourbon, whiskey, tequila, private section bottles, and more.
My problem is I drink too much, way too much.
Yeah.
I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it.
Now, let's pour some drinks.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, happy Friday to those who celebrate. It is a Bar Cart Friday here in the biggest way possible. Carlsbad Brewing Company is in studio with us. We got Max, we have Tommaso, we have Tony Conja from Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. And we are looking at these gorgeous pounder cans of Carlsbad. Ooh. Carlsbad's finest is what I like to call it. I know the PD normally goes by that moniker, but this is the artwork on these cans is glorious. The beer, I can't wait to try. Tommaso joining us on microphone first. Good morning, Tommaso.
Cheers.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Yeah, right off the get-go. Cheers. What? Oh, you're getting a little sniff of a drink here. Well, tell me about the nose here, Tommaso.
This is the Beach Bums is the first one, yeah?
Beach Bum Blonde, yeah.
Okay.
Beach Bum Blonde. Are we tasting right off the get-go?
Oh, you're damn
right.
right.
Okay.
Really
All right.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Never mind the Cheerios.
Okay. God, it finally feels like Uno de Marzo.
Uno de Marzo. So
we've been
Tommaso,
corrected on YouTube and by my mother.
Wow.
I know you've
Sorry, everyone.
I know you've been standing by for a while watching this show. We call it a show. Some people call it something else. Look, the point is,
God, that's good.
the point is, it is Uno de Marzo. Are you familiar with this holiday?
I am not.
Well, let us
bring you up to speed.
Jeez.
I see the pinata and the bat. I'm ready to take a swing.
Yeah.
Well, so that's King Sculfa. That is a.
Don't know if we can still call it that.
No, I think it's fine.
I thought we were going with trash pinata.
Well, it is a trash pinata. Yeah. We found it and named it. We found it. Somebody was going to throw this glorious pink skull, gigantic, by the way, 48-inch pinata away.
Right.
And we said, no, we need it. And they said, why? And we immediately came up with, don't you know tomorrow is Uno de Marzo?
Right. And so now we're celebrating.
Right. So happy Uno de Marzo.
So right. It only comes around once a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like Santa Claus.
It's kind of like the clock, right?
Yeah. That too. Well, the clock. Maybe twice a day.
Yeah, at least twice a day, even a broken one, right?
The Beach Bum Blonde Ale is that's delicious.
Absolutely.
That's summer in a can. That's San Diego in a can. That is what beer should taste like in this neck of the woods.
The artwork not only has the rat fink and a roadster there, that rat fink feel, I suppose. But then there's a lady friend over on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that. Well, but you know what? I'm pretty sure she was making out with Leo DiCaprio. She's from a magazine, a periodical that I just became familiar with.
Max, how you doing over there, buddy?
Glorious.
Yeah, you are tending bar right now
at 8 a.m. This is wonderful.
Yeah, that's what we do.
In front of my boss.
It's not much different from most other.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a little later than normal.
This is the work we chosen, gentlemen.
Right. Are
Are
you familiar with Jackson Farrell Merrill?
Oh yeah. Are you a Padres fan at all? Because
I'm a huge baseball fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not Jackson Farrell Merrill.
Now listen.
Yeah, I mean that if that's not a feral cat, I don't know what is.
We have a new favorite player on the pods.
Yeah,
And,
hopefully.
maybe we can introduce him to Carlsbad Brewing Company beer, because I'll tell you right now, if there's one thing that guy looks like based on facial hair alone, guy who needs a beer.
Those doucher sunglasses.
I mean, he wears.
We should ask Taylor Ukes if she likes over the top mirrored doucher sunglasses.
Is it Ukes or Jukes? How do we pronounce it?
Did I say Ukes?
Yeah,
that's Jukes.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, it just goes along with the theme. I'm screwing up names.
So let me ask this question. Carlsbad Brewing, you guys didn't start in Carlsbad. You were brewing downtown. You busted out of that old brewery. You built your new one up in Carlsbad. What is that? What's the process of build? Like, what goes into? I mean, you got to find a building first and foremost. It's got to be in a place. But then, what the hell do you put into a brewery to make this delicious libation? Well, I guess it's not a libation, but this delicious yeasty, carbonated beverage. This manna from the gods.
I mean, you really got to love what you do with all the stuff that they put you through to get these things up and running. But luckily, I'm a little bit of a glutton for punishment. So
yeah.
Should we go right into the next one?
What do we got here? Strawberry blonde.
Is that where we're at? Strawberry blonde?
Strawberry blonde. Yeah.
All right.
Look at this. I'm going to show the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. This one has a bit of a sweet nose. You can tell the strawberries there.
We actually bought a wine press to press about 2,000 pounds of locally grown strawberries at a time to make this beer. So there's
How many pounds?
This is 2,000 pounds of strawberries go into one batch of beer.
That's a ton.
That's a ton of strawberries. It's a ton of strawberries. Well, little taster here.
Are we supposed to sip or drink the whole thing?
I don't know. I took one drink and then I thought the same thing.
Got a refill for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Tony. Tony Khan just sitting by as well. Carlsbad Brewing Company, what are we doing in terms of offers over at Keg and Bottle, the 10 locations in San Diego?
So we'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
You, come in today, mention the show, we'll throw you 20% off. So,
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. We are the keyword.
Yeah. That's right. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. The strawberry blonde, also delicious. You taste the strawberries. I mean, so whatever you're doing with that wine press, man, keep doing it.
Right.
I'm guessing you're pressing things.
Do you ever press anything other than strawberries
Good
just
question,
to see what it does?
Good
You know what we should do is try some hard-boiled eggs, see what it does.
Packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts, correct. Crayons.
Every once in a while, I watch these videos where it's literally hydraulic press, just crushing different things.
Every once in a while?
I mean, well, more than once in a while. But the point is, like, it'll crush like a bowling ball. Not satisfying. Those things crack like an egg.
Yeah.
But then, like, you like something unexpected.
Sour Patch Kids. They shoot up into this like rainbow of colors.
Want me to give you one that actually blew my mind?
Yeah.
Legos. Okay, because they come out like liquid.
Because they kind of melt under the pressure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus. Anyway,
so any Legos in the press?
Yeah, what are you pressing over there?
The Lego blonde.
Only strawberries? You guys are missing the boat.
I'll tell you right now.
I
guess
asking me how much I'm bench pressing these days.
I guess we have to take a visit to Carlsbad. This lacks imagination. No, I'm kidding. The strawberry blonde is again one of the most delicious. I mean, like, you don't think strawberry works with beer, but that kills.
Oh yeah, all day long.
I'm not a big fruit guy, but I can crush those all day long. I mean, it's 8 o'clock.
It's like an adult Capri Sun. Yeah.
Time to break out the good stuff.
This is the best of the best.
It's the top shelf on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Boy, it's like choose your own adventure today. I mean,
like Jerry Jones's daughter.
I know. Okay, so Jerry Jones has a 27-year-old daughter, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
The father.
Allegedly.
If Maury Povich was still doing the show, Jerry would have a problem on his hands, because I'll tell you right now, I would take this out of the courts and I would take it to the small screen, and I would want to find out on air.
Isn't Dr. Phil releasing like his new network or something? So like it's going to be all over cable and everything.
There's
I feel like
Dr. Phil network.
Yeah, it's going to compete with the Oprah network, or what's it called?
Yeah.
Own. So here comes P. But I would be down for a new Maury Povich or Jerry Springer show.
Are you sure it's not DP? Are you sure it's not DP?
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, for Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Tommaso.
Yeah.
Quick timeout. I'm signaling 30 seconds to the scores
Okay, all
table.
right. We have timeouts left today.
I am positive that the network Dr. Phil is launching isn't P. That's not what it's called, Fletch. Are you looking it up right now, or are you still trying to find some Pharaoh Merrill sounds?
I'm trying to look it up as well. It doesn't say what the name is.
Anyways, we got to take a quick break. All right, we'll keep it right here.
I'm looking it up. He is actually linking up with Trinity Broadcasting, but I don't see the name of the new TV network. It just says that they're going to join forces.
I heard about this too. Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, whatever ends up happening with Jerry Jones, I honestly wish him and everybody involved the best. Here's the crazy thing about this story. We were just doing toast of the town or pour one out. I mean, are we pouring one out for old Jerry because he's going through it right now? Or are we toasting to him because at 81 years old, if you rewind the clock 27 years, I mean, things are working that sometimes don't work.
Pretty impressive. But
it's true.
If we're being, I have a really hard time feeling bad for billionaires. Like, I don't think I'll ever pour one out for a billionaire.
Wait,
Why?
what? Why?
Dude, some of the best people I knew were billionaires.
Yeah, sure.
Robert Kraft.
I don't know that I know
He's
a single one.
saint.
Unless Tony Conja's a billionaire over here.
Far from.
No, pretty close.
I don't know, Tony. I don't know. I
Come
mean,
on.
We've seen your wall of liquor.
Yeah, that is true.
But it's like
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is a billionaire.
Okay.
Robert Kraft is a billionaire.
But so Taylor Swift, nice lady.
Nothing I feel bad about for her.
Okay, but I mean, is there room in your heart?
Nothing. There's nothing you feel
Okay,
bad about Taylor Swift.
Say her $50,000 cat, I don't know, woke up sick one morning.
She has a $50,000 cat. I don't feel bad for her.
You know what?
Nor do I feel bad for Jerry Jones for having a
I'll tell you-
legitimate
I'll tell
child
you
that
right
he's
now.
ignored.
I'll tell you right now. If Fletch ever becomes a billionaire,
Don't feel bad for me.
and
I'm doing fine.
No, dude. If you're like walking from your limo to your PJ, your private jet, and you skin your knee, you fall over, and you like scuff up your knee, and you ruin your Armani slacks, I'm gonna feel bad for you because I'm a good person.
I'm not a good person. I don't feel bad for anyone who has a B next to their bank account.
I don't think Taylor Swift's cat was $50,000 until it became Taylor Swift's cat. I mean, if it was a $0 cat and it becomes Taylor Swift's cat, it's now a $50,000 cat.
Tony Conja, are you a cat or a dog guy?
He's a billionaire. That's what he is.
I have 3 dogs.
You have 3 dogs.
What kind of dogs?
A Maltipoo, a Labradoodle, and a Chow mix.
Okay, hold on.
So
I also have a Maltipoo, and I'm telling you, that dog's DNA is just like one turn of a double helix away from human. Yeah, if it had thumbs.
Okay, hang on. This isn't true.
This is
That's what I'm saying.
It's a Maltese out poodle.
Yeah.
Maltese poodle.
Maltese poodle.
Dude, so you basically bought Neapolitan dogs. You're like,
I couldn't decide.
I'll tell you right now, I'm a vanilla guy, but I also like strawberry chocolate. And weird, they offer it at the vet. So with your dog, what's yours? The Labradoodle or the?
I have a golden doodle and a Maltipoo.
Okay, so the Maltipoos.
Mhm.
He showed me a picture of the Maltipoo.
Yeah.
This thing has human eyes.
Yeah.
They're freaky.
The most terrifying animal to look at. Dude, I looked at a picture, it stared through my soul.
Have you ever asked the dog who it was in the past life?
No,
And then does it just stare at you like, you're not supposed to be asking those questions, bro?
I was an investment banker. I lived in the Hamptons. I had 2 families, one in upstate New York in the Catskills, the other one out on Long Island with me.
And in 95, I begged an airline stewardess, and then now 20 years later, she's suing me.
His name is Wilson, by the way. I'd like you to refer to him as Wilson.
What are your Tony Conja, Keg and Bottle? What are your 3 dogs' names?
Sports guy,
Okay.
Kobe.
Oh, I like that.
What? Okay, all right.
As in Bryant?
I when you said that, I was like, you named your dog Sports Guy?
No. Shaq.
I'm more of a steak guy, so I was thinking Wagyu.
Yeah.
Wait, you got Kobe and Shaq?
Kobe and Shaq.
Can we
there's
guess the last one?
Well, the last one was really my kid's dog that I inherited because he went to college and bought a dog, then brought it home.
And his name's Lynn Sanity.
His name is Milo.
All right.
Oh, Milo.
all right.
Okay, all right. I like that.
So
like
do
that.
Shaq and Kobe get along?
They do get along, and what's crazy is Shaq is the small one.
Yeah.
and Kobe's the enormous 75-pound one.
Oh,
so
right.
they got the
Right.
opposite personalities.
But if
we got them.
if they got a good thing going for like 5 years, get ready because there's going to be a messy breakup coming, and then they'll make up before the
That
end.
is true.
And then one of them will give a really beautiful and inspiring speech, and the other one's like memoriam.
Tommaso, is there a dog down at the brewery at all?
Yeah, I got a black lab.
Black lab. That's like the man's dog right there. It's a man's dog.
She's the best.
What's the black lab's name?
Betsy.
Betsy.
Man,
Does Betsy hunt?
Golly.
No.
No.
She hunts under the covers. That's it.
Yeah.
For a spot.
Yeah, it's a comfy spot.
We got to get
she's pretty
Betsy on one of
spoiled.
these cans because your artwork on these cans is amazing.
That's more like a Betty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No question.
Absolutely.
We got a Hell's Lager here from Carlsbad Brewing Company. We're talking with Tommaso and Max from Carlsbad. I love this. You got the Beer Garden girl on here. Tell us about the lager a little bit.
So it's a Helles-inspired lager, like a German-style lager. We actually lagered it in the tank for 120 days, hence the name 120 Days to Helles.
Yes. Yes. You already tasted.
Sorry.
What?
It's awesome. I'm a lager guy. Couldn't wait.
Oh, God, that's
Like,
so good.
These I've heard. I don't know it.
Crushable.
Yeah, it's so crushable, dude. This is terrific. I keep
Gosh.
wanting to say, oh, it's my favorite, but they're all been good.
Mhm.
Lagers are my favorite though, and I heard they're the most difficult or one of the most difficult to make.
They are more difficult from a craft beer standpoint. It's not less ingredients, but they take longer to make. So
Yeah.
it's like you can make an IPA like pretty quick. A lager, I mean, if you're lagering it for 120 days, you got beer in the tank for that long before you could have done 3 or 4 beers over in the time frame that it took that one. So
Is that the difference? It has to sit. It has to ferment.
Yeah, so that's a lagering stage. It's basically sitting to get rid of all the nasty stuff out of it. So
Wow.
Max, what's your favorite beer to drink? What's your favorite beer to brew?
You know what? One, I don't brew. That's why the beers are good. We went to Belgium. He's been multiple times. But the one time I went, my Belgian buddy said the best beer in the world is the one in your hand. I actually hate saying that, but it's always my answer. Best beer is the one in your hand.
Dude,
I love that.
yeah, availability.
Golly.
I said
and
this.
then, and then that same guy hands you another one because he says you have another hand.
We toast to Max.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yes.
Availability is your best ability. That was the motto of my NFL career. I was often injured.
Yeah, you're pretty bad at that. But this beer is always availability at Keg and Bottle. 10 locations
Look at
throughout
that.
San Diego,
Look at
one in
that.
Chicago, one in Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got how are those stores doing, by the way? You
Doing
got
well, doing well.
Yeah,
Got
love
a
that.
couple more in the pipeline. So we'll
What?
see.
I'll be honest with you guys. I've been scouting locations for Tony. This isn't a lie. I go on these walks when I'm on the road with the Aztecs, and there are occasions where I'm like, I wonder if I should take a picture of this spot for Tony.
I'll be in Detroit this summer. I don't know how far away that is from your Chicago location, but I'm going to try to make a trip.
4.5 hours.
Yeah, that'll
Do it.
I'll
You
should
can
do it.
get there. You can get there. You're gonna have to open 2 locations in San Diego County though, because if you open one, 11 locations throughout San Diego County doesn't roll off the tongue.
We'll work on that.
Yeah,
That's
thank
a
you.
Good point. But
Thank
when
you.
you're in Detroit, we're looking at a location there. So
That's what
I'll tell you where it's at.
Michigan
That's what I'm
bound.
talking about. Well, guys, Destiny's Child, too bootylicious. Queen knows fat bottoms make the world go round. Rex in Effect shakes the rump. The Black Eyed Peas, very possessive of their humps. Trace Atkins loves that honky tonk badonkadonk. Sir Mix-a-Lot wants them round and juicy. And now the NFL has proclaimed that teams will be allowed to continue to push the tush. NFL Executive VP of Football Operations Troy Vincent confirmed yesterday that the league will not take any action or will take no action in banning the tush push, stating that they will not punish a team that strategically does it well.
I thought for like a solid 15 seconds you were having a stroke.
What?
He's reading something else. He forgot what we were doing.
I mean, it's plausible. It's plausible. The Padres win yesterday 5-3 over the Athletics and college hoops. Caitlin Clark headed to the pros. Iowa Hawkeye superstar Caitlin Clark made an announcement yesterday. She would be entering the 2024 WNBA draft. And speaking of the NBA, the Lay curse worded the Wizards 134-131.
Yeah.
Milwaukee 500 miles, and then they walked 500 more. The Hornets 111.99. Orlando Laked the Jazz 115.107.
Did you just say Lando Laked the Jazz?
Or Orlando Laked. That's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
New York and Mindy the Hawks 124.97. Golden Stater brother the Knicks 110.99. The Spurs San Antonio the Tigard the Thunder 132, 118.
I hate this so much.
Phoenix and Library, the Rockets, 92-81. And on a bar card Friday, the Nuggets you some of the Nets, 103-97.
You owe us a lap.
Yep.
You owe us a lap for all that.
Kevin Nealon?
Yes, let's welcome in our guests on the show today.
Wow.
Kevin Nealon.
Oh my gosh.
Comedian.
Oh my gosh.
Actor of the small and big screen.
With energy.
We're dragging him out of bed to talk to us. We're very sorry. We're very
Not at all, man. I love it.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And I speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you so much for the years of entertainment. You are a seriously funny guy.
Thanks, Rich.
We love you. We're huge fans. So thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It
My
means a lot to
pleasure,
us.
man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Going to be at an American Comedy Company here. You were out there last night. You got shows tonight, tomorrow night, 7:30, 9:30. You like doing the stand-up more than the shows or the movies?
I like doing them all. That's what I think. I'm really grateful because I got to do everything. Write. I like to write. I like to do movies. I like sitcoms. I did the single camera stuff like Weeds and live stuff, SNL. So I'm not just doing one thing where I get tired of it. And I love stand-up. I love, it's really all I really wanted to do was stand-up.
Wow. So you got your start in the clubs. You're stand-up. Were you an improv guy at all?
Not at all.
That's so amazing.
I wish I was, because then I think I would have been more prepared for SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just a stand-up guy. And I was hired because I had good chemistry with Dana Carvey, who was on my cast at the time, and Jan Hooks, who was my girlfriend.
Yeah. Which, by the way, dipping your quill in the company ink, not a bad idea. Sometimes it works out.
It's not a good idea because after a year it fell apart, and then I had to see her every day at work.
Oh, yeah. That's not as cool. How old were you when you got started at SNL?
I was 33.
What was the interview process like for that? The audition process?
Well, first of all, I never thought I'd get on that show. And to this day, people say, how'd you get on SNL? Although they phrase it more like this. How did you get on SNL? So Dana Carvey and I were roommates for a little bit in the Hollywood Hills. And he got selected to be on that show because rightfully so. He does impressions and characters and accents. And so off he goes to New York. I'm really excited for him. 2 weeks after he leaves, I get a call from him. He goes, Kev, I'm out at Lorne Michaels' house, the creator of the show.
Yeah.
I'm in the back bedroom. Guess who's in the kitchen? Bill Murray. I'm like, no way. He goes, yeah. Anyway, Lorne is looking for one more cast member. I told him about you, and I think he's going to want to see your audition tape. I'm like, Bill Murray's in the kitchen? You know what I mean, Rich? I knew I'd never get on that show. But anyway, I sent
I talk to Bill instead of you? I'm sorry. This is cool, Dana. Great to catch up. But if we could just get 1 second with Bill. No, that's...
So I sent my audition tape in, and 2 weeks later, I get another call from Dana. Kev, I got Lorne Michaels' house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Kevin Nealon joining us. He's going to be at American Comedy Company this weekend. Like I said, one of our favorites here. What's interesting about that comparison, Dana Carvey to you, is I do have a tremendous amount of respect for Dana Carvey. I have nothing but admiration and respect for impressionists. He's incredible. But what you were able to bring to characters that were just machinations, that were just things that you made up or your writers helped you make up, that you brought to life during Weekend Update or during skits on the show, it was brilliant. That's the hardest thing, to convince somebody you're something that they don't know, and then to make it believable and funny enough for them to connect in a short amount of time. You did it every time.
Even right now, I'm doing it. Trying to connect so hard with you guys.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Before he jumped on air with us, he was a real dick. Yeah. But now he's like a really cool guy. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? Save that. We're not gonna let you go anywhere. We got to take a quick break. Are you good with staying out a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm saving it.
Okay. All right. Saving it.
He's saving it. He's keeping it
He's
right
saving
here.
it.
It is a Bar Cart Friday.
It is brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
10 locations around San Diego. We do this every single Friday. Tony Kanja, owner operator Keg and Bottle here. Carlsbad Brewing Company in studio with us. Max and Tommaso pouring us drinks at 8 a.m. It's the perfect way to start the weekend. Boss Noreen, Tina, Kim, Dave. We got a crew.
It's happening.
John Fink in the house.
Yeah.
It's a party. All right, we return after a quick break. San Diego Sports 760.
Well, first, I mean, I do have to say that I am so happy. I'm so happy that Kevin Nealon's coming in now because I'm 30 pounds lighter than I was 6 months ago. And he would have looked over and gone, my God, you big fat fatty, right?
Be Big Rich over there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, nope, not anymore, because I'm down 30 pounds thanks to SD Fat Loss. And look, we did it the healthy way. The coaches, the staff over at SD Fat Loss, they'll show you the correct way to do this thing, and you're gonna do it without having to do one of these fad diets. You want to stay away from one of these prescription medication diets where you may lose some weight, but then you'll gain it all right back, and then some. They call that yo-yo dieting. You don't want a yo-yo diet. You don't. That's a no-go. But they will help you not yo-yo diet. Because see, what's going to happen is you're going to lose a bunch of weight. You're going to lose it fast. And then you're going to keep that weight off. They're magic over there. So go there right now, sdfatloss.com. Schedule your free consultation today. Do this without exercise or counting calories or points or eating something you don't want to eat. You're just going to lose weight, like I said, the fast, healthy way. sdfatloss.com, sdfatloss.com. And right now, actually, caller number 5, right now, you are going to win yourself a $50 gift card to the Oceana Coastal Kitchen at the Catamaran Resort. How about that? Because it's Restaurant Week coming up next week, March 3rd through the 10th. If you want more information, go to san diego restaurantweek.com. But caller number 5 right now, 877-767-4760, 877-SORG-760. Bar Cart Friday continues right after this, baby, with Kevin Nealon.
More Bar Cart Friday on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch coming up next. This update is presented by Progressive Insurance. Padres get a win in the Cactus League yesterday, 5-3 over the A's. Aztecs hoops, they got the weekend off. Next week, they wrap up the Mountain West regular season. They got a road game Tuesday versus UNLV, home game Friday night against Boise State. That finishes up the Mountain West. NBA Finals rematch last night between the Nuggets and the Heat. Much like the Finals, Nuggets win it 103-97. Warriors won 110-99 over the Knicks. Lakers win 134-131 over the Wizards in OT. And in the NFL, Vikings tell running back Alexander Madison that they done. Progressive Insurance, making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit progressive.com. That is progressive.com.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
You know, 4 new X-rated films were released on video cassette this week, and with his review is Weekend Update's Kevin Nealon. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Dennis. First, Wanda Whips Wall Street, starring Samantha Fox and Veronica Hart. I like the production values. I find myself getting interested in the movie right away, then more interested, very interested, then suddenly I lost interest. Next, To Live and Shave in L.A. Trinity Loren and Brittany Bardot, very attractive. Interested right away. Interested, very interested, then suddenly I lost interest. I left the room with the cassette running, came back in a half hour, got interested again. Interested, very interested, then suddenly not interested.
Oh man, it is a Bar Card Friday here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Welcoming everybody here on the free iHeartRadio app. If you don't have the free iHeartRadio app, make sure you download that to whatever device you own. That way you can put Big Rich, TD, and Fletch right in your pocket. But man, we are celebrating a big way, right, Richie?
Yeah, it's Uno de Marzo.
Yes.
Okay, so Kevin Nealon, our in-studio guest this morning, star of stage and screen, but we have to explain to Kevin the reason why we have a piñata hanging in our studio. Yeah, the piñata. So it's a trash piñata. We found the piñata in the trash. We couldn't understand why anybody would throw away such a glorious example,
beautiful giant piñata
of artwork. And we invented a holiday to really use it.
Right.
So it's Uno de Marzo. Everybody celebrates Leap Day. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have 4 years to plan it.
Yeah.
We literally planned this 12 hours ago.
If that.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
There's about $150 worth of items in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it was a last minute plan. It looks like it's been. I was just saying to Rich, it looks like this was part of the whole thing. They had her every day. You know?
Right.
I thought, oh yeah, it's just another piñata.
Yeah,
No,
Kevin was like, I didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah, I know.
It's just Friday. I mean, Friday's piñata day.
Anyways, Kevin Nealon going to be at the American Comedy Company tonight, tomorrow night, 7:30, 9:30, AmericanComedyCo.com to get tickets. By the way, it is their anniversary show, so it's quite the party. And we're partying here with Carlsbad Brewing Company, and we've just been handed some Underberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Max, what is this that we have in our hand?
This is a 44% German bitter shot.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hang on.
Whoa.
Okay, now you have my attention.
And it's also classified. It's labeled as a food
Sounds like
product.
he's describing a shotgun, kind of a bullet.
Yeah, no kidding.
But a 44, that round will put a crater in a watermelon.
I thought it was a tiny Worcestershire sauce.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want.
Is this made by Leon Parent?
Yes. Right.
Underberg.
Oh wow, it's
gonna hit. So
Okay.
I would say
spicy
don't
on the
ever
nose.
underestimate the power of Underberg.
I'm asking you this question. Do you take it
Do
all
I
at
want to
once?
pour it in a cup?
Do you put it in a cup?
I mean, you got to shoot it.
Noreen. Big
Shoot
Boss
it.
Noreen says no.
Okay.
No, okay, here we go.
Okay,
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Yeah,
Feliz
cheers, Kevin.
Uno de Marzo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Interested, very interested. Suddenly, no interest at all.
No doubt, Kevin. That's a spicy Underberg.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Max.
You mean the white choice?
Do it.
You're gonna have have to take a quick break. Actually, we'll keep it right here. All right,
Lord.
so that, well,
You did it. I'm proud of you.
that took the cobwebs out of the corner.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Okay.
Kevin Nealon on SNL. You started what, 86?
I started on that show, yeah, back in the
86.
1900s.
So that- right.
1986.
But you're one of the longest running cast members there.
I was at the time. Yeah, I was on there for 9 years. It's funny listening to that tape, that review, because my voice sounds so different. You know, it sounds like, okay, and now we got that.
Where were you born and raised?
I was born in St. Louis, but I only lived there for like 3 weeks because my father graduated from SLU, and I hated the place. So I got in the car and I split. But I grew up in Connecticut mostly.
Okay, yeah, I noticed Northeast. I grew up in New York, Long Island.
Okay.
My sister lives in Connecticut now, and yeah, it's interesting how the accent leaves you after bouncing around for a little while.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't really have an accent.
No, everybody thinks I'm from Pennsylvania or like the Midwest, and we're like, well, you seem like a really nice Ohioan.
Yeah, but Kevin, he says things like online, and he says things like tournament.
Yeah.
Co-op.
Occasionally it'll come out, especially if I'm talking to like my buddy Anthony Martucci.
Yeah.
You know, who, he used to break skulls and run numbers. Now he's a janitor. It's a good union job. Anyways, Kevin.
He runs mops.
Yeah, he's in the mop.
Yeah.
Kevin. I like
Kev. Kev is good.
Like we know you.
When you were there, when you were at Saturday Night Live, was it super stressful? Was it like that environment has been described by so many people as like it's almost like a war of attrition. You got to win every week, and then you have to start over every week.
Yeah, you do have to start over, and that's the difficult part about it, the challenging part. But for me, it wasn't really that difficult because I never thought I'd be there in the first place because I didn't do sketch, characters or accents or anything. I was just a stand-up, really, really good stand-up. And
some say the best. Some say the best.
You'll see. I'll show you.
Tonight and tomorrow night, 7:30, 9:30, American Comedy Company.
Yeah. But anyway, for me, it was a certain amount of stress. I remember the first time I was going to do a sketch. It was a character I wrote called Mr. Subliminal. And I would put little
Fantastic.
Slip little words in there to try to get my way with people. But I'm standing up there waiting to go on. They're away for commercial. They're coming back like in 8 seconds. And Lorne Michaels, the producer, creator of the show, comes up to me. He puts his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What's weird is Noreen says that to us every day. Yeah.
And then but then you go out there and you like how so he says that. Is that a test? Like in your mind, when he said that to you, I'm sure it's like it's terrifying to hear that from your boss. But is he testing your will? Is he trying to find out if you got the stuff?
No, he's trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to lighten me up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
He was a talk show host back in the 1990s.
You get invited over the couch?
I did, but I remember before going out, the talent coordinator who was kind of working with me to do the set started doing a little jig. To try to make me feel comfortable, and it was more distracting.
Kevin, I
than
want you to
anything else.
concentrate on the lower body. It's all in the lower body.
Yeah, but yeah. So for me, it was a little stressful. But what I did was I volunteered to do the warm-ups for the show before the show started.
Yeah.
So that got me out there in front of the audience, got me relaxed a little bit. So then when I went back and got into costume for the sketch, I was kind of chill.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like it was that Mr. Subliminal was one of my favorite ever. I mean, it wasn't bad at all, Underberg. It was actually really it was really good.
You feeling the bird right now? You feeling it?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Kevin, Mr. Subliminal, Mr. No Depth Perception, Franz from Hans and Franz. You were Tarzan. You did the Weekend Update. You were the anchor there. One of my favorite spoof commercials, the Love Toilet.
The Love Toilet.
Oh my God! Take your shirt off. Fantastic skit. Then let me just go through some of your work here. Weeds, Grandma's Boy, Happy Gilmore, Little Nicky, Coneheads, Roxanne, Daddy Daycare. I mean, the amount of fantastic stars that you worked with, the amount of work you've done. Do you have a favorite?
I don't know that I have I love doing Weeds. That was fun.
Yeah.
Even though it was a grueling schedule because we'd shoot until like 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes on
Oh.
location. But God, there's so many. Shooting Happy Gilmore was fun with Sandler.
Yeah.
We did that up in British Columbia. SNL, it's tough to beat that show. You love to
Right,
show the
right.
energy that comes with that and get to work with all those people, the musicians and I mean, some of my favorite, James Taylor, I grew up listening to him.
Yeah.
I got to meet him and became friends with him. I see all these bands come with Eric Clapton, Paul Simon, Mick
that's true.
Jagger.
I didn't think about all the bands.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You
But you know
got to
what?
see careers launched on that show.
Yeah, some of those people I didn't even know who they were in the band. You know, in the next week, Aerosmith. Oh, cool.
right. Well, I mean, and the cast you were with, I told you this during the break. I mean, we all choose, I think, the SNL cast that we grew up with is the best cast ever. But I mean, Dana Carvey,
Phil
Adam
Hartman.
Sandler, Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley, sure, yeah. I mean, I was lucky to be on a show with a lot of those people: Sandler and Spade and Farley. Jan Hooks was original cast member when I was on it. Probably one of the best female sketch, even out of Kate McKinnon, and all those. I think she was right up there in the top three.
Yeah. Richard Lewis passed away just a few days ago. Any thoughts on that?
Well, it seems to be there's a lot of comics dying lately,
right?
Bob Saget and Gary Shandling, but Richard Lewis and he was one of the first comics I kind of got to know at the Improv in Hollywood. I remember he would always come in. I was a bartender for 2 years there, so I got to meet a lot of the comics and watch. And he would come in and immediately order a white wine because he had to have a little bit of liquor.
Right.
And he'd always leave a $2
Yeah, I
tip.
mean, that sounds normal.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chardonnay, something
fine.
steel cask, of course.
That was before his sobriety, but he'd always leave a $2 tip. I remember that to this day. And so we kind of became friends over the years and got to know each other. And then we did a sitcom together called Hiller and Diller. It was a really highly touted show, and commercials were really expensive for it. It lasted maybe 4 episodes. Eugene Levy.
We priced ourselves out.
Yeah. Eugene Levy was in it, so that was fun. So I got to know Richard over that. One of the funniest things Richard Lewis would do to me, we would talk a lot on the phone because we were on the show together and we were kind of running ideas. And if he got a laugh from me, as I was laughing, he would hang up. It's kind of like the mic drop. You know what I mean?
That's fantastic.
That is literally that's the Costanza.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a high note.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then when I was done talking, I so anyway, Richard, let's do hello, Richard, and he'd be gone. And I tried to call him back, he wouldn't answer.
Kevin Nealon, seriously funny guy. Like I said, a hero of all of ours here on this show. You can catch him at American Comedy Company tonight. He's going to be playing the 7:30, 9:30 show. Seriously, get out there. Celebrate the anniversary of American Comedy Company this weekend. It's going to be a blast. We have so many giveaways still to come on this show. Still, just one.
Chris Stapleton. I remembered the gift card. How about that?
You giving away that pinata?
Yeah, that pinata. Actually, what's happening with that pinata? Our new boss, Taylor Jukes, is going to be sitting in the hot seat. We're going to do a little rapid fire. It's Uno de Mazzo, and she's going to have to break the pinata. Okay.
This has nothing to do with matzah. You keep mispronouncing.
Uno de Mazzo.
Okay, we'll be right back. We'll keep it right
Kevin
here.
Nealon, we love you, man.
We do
Love you guys. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks
This is
very
fun.
much.
Always fun.
Big Rich, TD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. We return in a second.
The Pinata Breaks coming up next.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, it is a Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by King and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. We're in studio with Carlsbad Brewing Company. We tried the Beach Bums Blonde Ale. We tried the Hellas Lager. We tried actually, we haven't tried yet the Famosa Raceway IPA.
I'll be honest, I did.
Hoppy stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You tried it?
I finished it, yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, yeah, what the heck?
Rascal. You rascal.
You're such a rascal.
Okay, Tommaso, really quick. Tommaso is the brewer over at Carlsbad. This stuff is every beer we've tried is amazing. The Umberg is an acquired taste. We'll get back to that a different time.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
Wait, you like the Underberg?
Yeah.
Everything's better with a bird.
Well, it's almost a
True.
little
Some people say that about Ornberger.
lap.
Okay,
You guys ever had?
We don't have time for laps.
Right, we don't. Have you had Fernet? Because it's similar.
Fernet?
Yeah, the drink Fernet.
Oh, everyone says, yeah, of course I've had
Dude,
Fernet.
So, guys, I've heard the pinata is full of Underberg as well.
Yeah.
Word on the street, so,
It's
yeah.
going to be a mess
I
when
know.
that bat
I
hits
just,
it.
I just had the IPA. That's awesome.
Okay, hang on. I'm doing
Great
the
stuff.
IPA.
Tommaso, the master brewer over at Carlsbad
Yeah.
Brewing Company. 20% off if you mention Big Rich, Teen, and Fletch at any of the 10 locations in San Diego, keg and bottle. Okay, on a Bar Cart Friday, on an Uno de Marzo. Okay.
Marzo.
We welcome in probably the most special guest we've had, and we just said goodbye to Kevin Nealon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Right.
Senior Vice President of Programming for the iHeart San Diego cluster, Taylor Jukes on microphone.
Wow.
Congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you.
Right
Good
on to
morning.
San Diego, Taylor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, now that Taylor's here, I'm thinking that the pinata's too big. Yeah.
No.
Why?
No.
I mean, I feel like now we got Boss Lady in here, and she's going, why is there a ginormous?
Does she not know that she gets to break it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I started with there's 15 people in here in a bar cart, and people are handing tequila shots over. So that was my first question.
Well, welcome to the job,
Taylor, we've made we don't ask for permission, but we will ask for your forgiveness.
That's correct.
Later.
Yeah.
But while we have you, we do this with many guests we're meeting for the first time on air. It's called Rapid Fire. You are on the hot seat. I apologize if you're uncomfortable. We don't care.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, it's just
that starts part of the initiation process.
TD went through it.
Yeah, I did.
I put him through the paces.
Wait, are you
still has some
wait, hold on,
marks.
whoa, time out. Just show meeting real quick. You asked me boobs or butts. I don't know if we should do that.
Honestly, quick time out. I'm
quick time out.
signaling 30 to the scores table. Access denied.
Okay, good. Okay.
Moving right
There it
along
is.
with Rapid Fire with Taylor Jukes,
Right.
SVPP here in San Diego. You go first, CD.
Taylor, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. That's good.
I actually
That's a good
do
call.
agree with
Hawaiian.
that.
I am from the West Coast.
I will fruit my pizza.
It's the best coast.
Fletch, you're up.
Taylor, are you a cat person or a dog person?
Dog.
Good.
Okay, I
Okay,
like that.
that's
Oh,
the
do you
right
have a
answer.
dog?
I have a mini Aussie.
Oh, wow, God, bring him in.
Oh, she's got an Instagram account.
Okay.
What is
Was she in the best dog competition?
She's very cute.
What is the name of your dog's Instagram account?
She's at Willow Blue Eye. She has one blue eye. She's
Okay.
very cute.
That's
Look
awesome.
it up later,
That's
guys.
on my phone. Standard Aussie.
Okay, yes or no? Do you believe in aliens?
No.
Ooh, that's how you talk to Earl
You will
Grey.
be docked
Yeah,
on your
we will.
final
That's
grade.
one lap, I think. How about Ghost, Taylor? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We
also-
have had a seance in here.
We did.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was terrifying. We
Yeah.
also been hypnotized on air.
That is true.
What did we learn about each other when we got hypnotized?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Turns out I discovered Ben's belly button depth accidentally.
That is true.
I'll tell you what, that's
That
a
is
longer
true.
story
Yeah,
for
well,
a different time, Taylor.
But a shallower belly button than you'd think. Do high heels or sneakers?
Oh, both. Depends on the day.
Ooh,
I'm a
okay.
heels
All right.
girl.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Today I got the
bloody
boots on.
shoes.
Yeah.
Well, you do have the boots. That is
Yeah.
true. How about this one? Football or football?
Football.
Thank you. Thank you. I like that
Also a correct
one.
answer. So far, I like her a lot.
Yeah, so far it's like really good.
Oh, this
Things
is where
are
the rubber
trending.
meets the road. Richie?
Are you a Swiftie? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love. I feel like she do have to-
love.
Okay,
She's brilliant.
Okay, yes. Are you a fan of Travis Kelce in the relationship? Is it okay with you?
Well,
as a
good for
Swiftie?
him. She's a billionaire.
Okay, so
Golly.
okay. So
How about
far,
this?
You're checking
How
all
about
the
this?
boxes here.
This is kind of the last question we have here. A big, almost a character on the show, really. Ben Fletcher sunglasses. How do you feel about giant, over-the-top, mirrored, just doucher sunglasses?
Like Buck Norris, our show mascot.
Yeah,
Please say
yes.
you love them.
Doucher sunglasses.
Yeah.
These are something you would see on a gentleman with a mullet on
Right.
a jet ski.
Yes.
In Miami.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna pass on that one, guys.
Nicely done.
I'm never getting a raise.
I don't. It's Una de Matza. I don't know. I don't. Whatever it is. We have to celebrate. One, we need to have one last taste here from Carlsbad Brewing Company. But Taylor Jukes, we need you to do the honor here with this pinata.
That is a Louisville Slugger.
That is. Yeah.
That is a bat.
That is-
We want you to swing it at the trash yada. Somebody was going to throw away.
Wait. Yeah. Trash Yacht is actually a better name.
Well, yeah, we gave it a different name that I now all of a sudden feel really uncomfortable saying.
Yeah, you
And
probably
I
shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Okay, for 2 hours
Wait.
I said it. You guys didn't seem to have a
I
problem.
dumped you 3 times.
Right.
Dumped me?
Right. Well, yeah, you know. All right. Come on
Okay.
over here. Come on over
Taylor,
here.
sorry. We were
Yeah,
just
we're
having
gonna
a
just,
Okay.
yeah, watch
quick
out.
show
Watch
There's
out
all
for
this fancy-
Tommaso's head.
I know,
I'm moving
sorry.
out of striking
Yeah,
distance.
it's fine. It's fine. We found the piano in the trash and we've resurrected it. And in that Phyllis is coming right at me. You shouldn't let go of the bat. Yeah.
Listen,
Right.
Okay.
Listen. This,
okay,
yeah.
so just so you know, Taylor, we filled it with stuff, but there could be a feral cat in there. We don't know. We took it out of the trash.
All right,
So,
let's do this thing in 3, 2, wherever you want. It
Anyway,
doesn't matter.
you're the one
Anyway,
with
it's
the
good.
bat.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on, Taylor. Come on. It's Una de Matzo. There we go. There we go. It says, I'm going to die.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yes,
Nobody
Carl.
panic.
Tommaso, heads up. Yes, go. Don't worry about any of these computers.
Tear it.
Tear it. Just rip it to pieces.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Yeah,
Oh, it's
what?
happening.
Yeah, there
It's
it is.
happening.
There it is.
I'm seeing pink ribbons.
Turns out that the trash
There you go.
pinata is very tough. Go ahead, just tear that open.
We'll be
Taylor.
on TikTok Live for the rest of this craziness. It's Bar Car Friday. Thank you for being here all week. At Big Rich TD Fletch right now on TikTok Live. Get over.
Whoa. Caller number 5 at 8:59.
Last one to
You're gonna
show.
go see Chris Stapleton
I was
tomorrow
the
night.
last one to know.
No, I was the last one. You always be there.